The following podcast contains opinion and commentary protected under the First Amendment and fair use, as well as public records and freedom of information laws. The content may include adult themes, adult concepts, and adult language not suitable for all audiences. For the safety of all, no viewer should ever engage with, interact with, seek out, or contact in any way persons being discussed, including those under criminal prosecution, and especially those that state,
"It's not like I've gone and killed somebody!"
Viewer discretion is advised.
Could offer some clarification because he helped me answer that question. David?
In the end of the video, you were talking about, Laura, I hope that you never pay Clayton. You could file a bankruptcy. Either way, there's no legal requirement for you to post bond if you don't have the money to be collected. Didn't Laura admit to having $200,000? Where did that money go? What do you mean she doesn't have any money? You don't want her to pay? You're telling your client, hey, ignore this payment of $150,000.
Maybe David could offer some clarification because he helped me answer that question. David?
Laura does not have any money, okay?
I haven't ever in my life had like a 1099 or W-2 job, really been supported by my family.
Her income has basically been destroyed, and she blames JFC for this. She says that JFC has, harassed her podcast advertisers to the point that they won't work with her anymore, and her income is basically zero now. And she never said that she made $200,000. What she said was that was what the podcast made, and she split that with her mom.
Testified on March 1st, 2024, that the horse business, Quartet, made $144,000 of income, and that was split between you and your mom. You recall testifying to that?
So the $200,000 that she said at the trial, she no longer has for whatever reason.
She was saying that was her income from the podcast that she was doing with her mom.
But you didn't report that on your bankruptcy, your sworn bankruptcy statement.
Her income is zero, basically zero. Her assets, they are what they are. Clayton is entitled to go and look for that. Dude, he can collect his judgment all he wants.
Maybe David could offer some clarification because he helped me answer that question. David?
I said to her a while ago, just if you file bankruptcy, you don't have to deal with this anymore. You just push that red button on your desk that says, boop, I'm done, bankruptcy. The entire case goes away. Clayton's ability to do anything to her in court anymore stops the minute she files bankruptcy. And she won't do it. And she said, I'm not going to do that, as much as it would bring her relief.
Maybe David could offer some clarification because he helped me answer that question. David?
But don't say that I'm encouraging her to ignore an order. She's not sitting on $10 million in cash, and I'm just saying to her, go hide that. She doesn't have the money.
Maybe David could offer some clarification because he helped me answer that question. David?
Don't say that I'm encouraging her to ignore an order. I said to her a while ago, just if you file bankruptcy, you don't have to deal with this anymore. You just push that red button on your desk that says, boop, I'm done, bankruptcy. The entire case goes away. Don't say that I'm encouraging her to ignore an order. If you file bankruptcy, you don't have to deal with this anymore. And she said, I'm not going to do that, as much as it would bring her relief.
But you didn't report that on your bankruptcy, your sworn bankruptcy statement.
And she said, I'm not going to do that. And she said, I'm not going to do that. And she said, I'm not going to do that.
David was my attorney, David signed the pleading.
The fact of the matter is you authorized him to sign attesting that this was truthful, but it turns out it's not.
She has become a friend. I talk to her often. I have spent a lot of time with her, way more. You guys have no knowledge that I do as far as contacting with her personally.
Maybe David could offer some clarification because he helped me answer that question. David?
I talk to her often. I have spent a lot of time with her.
David was my attorney, David signed the pleading.
I have spent a lot of time with her.
The fact of the matter is you authorized him to sign attesting that this was truthful, but it turns out it's not.
Maybe David could offer some clarification because he helped me answer that question. David? 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 David?
Welcome everyone back to my channel and your favorite little cubby hole on the internet. It is round 2, folks. It is round 2. Holy hell. I don't know if I can do this. I really don't. I'm a little bit tired today. It was a late night. Hellville Jeep Daddy and I were sort of talking into the wee hours of the morning, as this happens. See, that's the good stuff you folks don't get to know, is all the good stuff that happens backstage. And what happens backstage stays backstage. So it's just for us and all the good stuff. So, yeah, I'm running on empty. But here I am, seven bankruptcy hearings later, because absolutely everybody's talking about it. Of course. So I heard some of Megan, and I heard some of Tiff, and I've heard some of Lauren today. Who else? No, I'm not sure. I'm in a delirious bankruptcy state, and I can't keep track of it. And just so that, you know, we're not totally alone here, I don't know where Jeep Daddy is, but at least Hellville is here.
Hi, guys. Hellville here.
You've been busy, Hellville, today.
What?
What?
No.
You are making the rounds today. I'm so impressed.
Oh, thank you. And
I'm
on
so
like
impressed.
2 hours of sleep.
I thought it was like 2 minutes of sleep, or maybe 20 minutes.
Yeah. Well, I have a little, I have my wine.
You're ready to go.
I'm ready.
You're ready to go.
Mischief managed, it says.
Oh, you know, I couldn't quite read it. I was afraid to ask. Mischief managed. I love that. I don't know where Jeep Daddy is. He hasn't said anything to me most of the day.
Is
I'm
he
just
sleeping?
checking for notifications. I'll tell him Hellville's lonely. That's what I'll do.
Aw. I'm
That's
not
what I'll
lonely.
do.
You're here.
I know I'm here, but you know he doesn't care about that. It's only about people he likes. So I'm going to text him right now. Hellville. Let's just see if I can actually get my fat little fingers to work. Oh, damn it. He's called my bluff.
There he
Son
is.
of a gun.
What bluff
You did not
was
need
this?
to send out the Jeep signal.
What bluff was this?
I was just about to send you a snarky text.
Oh, we'll send it anyway.
Too late. I was just going to say Hellville's lonely.
Oh,
That's what I was going to send. He's probably busy stuffing his face, because that's what I'd want to do right now. When it's a heat streak over here on this side of the world.
nom, 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 nom.
I just did that already. I prepared while I was listening to Lauren's.
Smart. Did I say Lauren? See, I've lost track of who I'm talking about. Oh my God.
So you said Megan. Megan did
Megan, yeah. Megan earlier today.
Well,
yeah, and
I know what I'm
forgot
falling asleep
Lauren.
to.
I only got about halfway through Megan's, and that was at like 1.5. It's like, I can't do everybody. There's just not enough hours.
There's not.
I think because it was Mo and Flux with her, and poor Megan threw her back out. So she wasn't even on camera, and she's laying down. And okay, you guys do this. I've got to go get up like and groan and make a sandwich. So poor Megan. She was doing laundry and threw her back out. I'm like, oh God.
Oh man.
I know what that's like.
Yeah, same.
I get it. But the poor thing. They carried on nonetheless, and I think they took about 4.25 hours and slammed through, I think, most of it. I'm not sure.
Wow.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
and,
gonna
I haven't even had dinner
tomorrow
yet.
morning.
Like, that's, yeah.
And Danny says a Tug cameo at the end. Well, good for Tug. I don't listen a whole lot to Megan and Tug right now because they've diverted, and I only have
It's all
so
about
many.
the Hales.
It's all about the Hales, and Jess Machado is kind of the latest crazy woman Megan is talking
I'm not
about.
really into the Hales case. Like
It's too
think
much for
he
me.
was wronged. I think he deserves justice, but I also
It's a lot. There's
think
so
I
many
wanna
crazy
watch
people.
Reddit reaction videos, so there's not enough time in the day to do all the Owensverse and also Reddit stuff and also
It's
like
too much.
work.
It's too much. I can't keep up with it if I try and do it all, so I don't. I let some of it go, and that's okay. So before we get back into the video for part 2, Lauren got about, 45, 47 minutes in, I think. We got about 57 minutes in, so I'm slightly proud of us there. But Lauren's very concise with her thoughts, and so is Bruce. So they can kind of just, plow through it like a snowmobile on a winter's day. We like to talk a little more. We can't help that. But before we get to that, we've got some funny stuff to show. So, and we've got some updates on the other things. This happened on Twitter's just moments ago. Yeah, I couldn't help it. And it's from Coco at Fancy Pants CK. A family that frauds together goes to prison together. And the memes are delicious, don't you think?
This is what the internet was made for.
This is
Well,
what the internet is for. I
that
think they
and
look
porn,
great in
but-
orange. I think they look fabulous in inmate orange. Well, see, wasn't it Arizona that was dressing up inmates in the pink from head to toe and all that nonsense?
Oh
I
yeah, it
remember
was some weird like sheriff that was trying to prove a point and humiliate people by putting them in pink jumpsuits.
Well, as I understand, it was right down to the pink underwear, and I'm like, hey, you may as well go full tilt.
May as well.
Yeah.
I feel like a color is a color. It doesn't matter what gender you are. Like, let's just wear what we like.
Yes, to any sane, rational human, but remember, there are some boys out there that just can't be emasculated by the pink colors, and they get all offended because their tiny little peepees are just not gonna, be masculine enough.
I do okay in pink. It actually works for my complexion, much to my shock. It's far more flattering than black and white stripes, I think. So for what it's worth,
I have
there's
pink.
that latest.
I wear pink occasionally. It's fine.
Yeah, you do. You
Does
do.
any
I
jail
need to
still do the black and white stripes?
I've seen it here and there on various YouTube stuff.
Ooh.
I have
Yeah.
blue and white stripes, but I don't have like black and white stripes.
I have black and white stripes, but it's Parisian, not prison.
Orange is the new black.
Mine's express, not prison.
He is an express man. He really is.
I am. I was an early brand whore when it came to that. So yeah, I admit it.
I'm a whore of whatever has flames on it.
That tracks.
We need to get you a pitchfork, I've decided.
I have one. Oh my
Yes.
God.
You do?
Oh, I need to dig it out.
We need
Yes.
to get you some more props. We need to get you some horns and a pitchfork.
Oh,
and
no, I
maybe-
have horns.
Oh, you have horns? I
course
mean,
I have
not your.
horns.
Oh my God.
What
Okay.
kind of devil do you think I am?
Last night it was the lighty up kitty ears or whatever they were, and I went, oh, those. Well, okay, that kind of works.
I was worried about not being able to hear you guys.
Oh,
What?
well, we're
But
plenty
it
loud
was
enough, I
bothering my
hope.
ears after a while, so
You got to
but
get the
these are a
cushy
little
headphones
floppy.
to do this craziness.
maybe I'll put on my other horns. These are a little floppy.
Whatever works. And if they blink and light up, all the better. Is my
They
not so
don't,
humble
but
opinion.
they are from the Ren Fair, if that makes you feel better.
I've not been to one. See, this is how bad I am at such things.
What? You have not?
No.
What kind of nerd are you?
Wow. Okay.
One who's poor.
It's like $35
I'll pay for your ticket.
plus the outfit.
Plus the outfit. Oh God!
I'll
yeah,
pay for the ticket.
outfit's
I won't
where
pay
I'm-
for the outfit. The outfit's where he's gonna. I will go broke, but no.
He
I'll
has
pay for
to get a kilt.
There we go. My Ren Fair horns.
There we go. There we go.
Brilliant.
The devil is in the house. Devil is in the house.
The harbinger of chaos, of course.
Excellent.
Yes. Well, I think the title of succubus is already taken,
Oh, no.
and she's right there in the
Different thing.
middle.
I'm not a succubus.
Yes.
I don't.
Well, if you were, I wouldn't judge you, but leave that to professionals like Laura Owens.
Yeah, she's a pro.
She's a pro.
Tries to get paid for it.
She is a suck you something.
Sure.
Sucky human.
Yeah.
Love you long time.
I guess.
So Clayton, how long did it last exactly?
Well,
Oh boy.
that's probably
Clayton.
more. That's probably more of a thing on Clayton than it is her.
If he really wanted to be mean, he could say all kinds of things about that. But he's a better gentleman.
Yeah. He has
I
been
don't
a
know.
gentleman. He could definitely say lots of different things, I'm sure.
He sure could. He sure could.
I mean, being the typical lewd individual that I am, I'm very curious to see just how long he could last and how good it was. But, I'm pretty sure it's going to be about the average straight boy of about 5.7 seconds.
Ouch.
I wouldn't know, so I cannot confirm or deny. But I will say his eyes are really, really, really pretty in person. And he's very large and muscly.
Well,
He
see,
is
again,
a giant.
I'm
Yes, I felt very tiny.
Was he more than 5'4"? I'm trying to remember now.
More
Or,
than
excuse me,
5'4"?
6'4",
Yes, way
6'4".
more.
Freudian slip, 6'4".
6'4".
I
He's
think
taller
he's
than me.
six-
Shit.
He's 6'3" or 6'4", I think.
Okay.
I don't
Okay.
think he's taller, but maybe he's 6'5". But
I can't remember.
I think it's 6'4".
Wild stuff.
All the pros. Who knows how tall is Clayton?
Yeah, chat. Well, how tall is Clayton? Go look
How
up.
is he?
You guys always answer our questions.
Yeah, what would we do without chat? I mean, really.
And a secondary question: what's his body fat percentage?
Okay, I've never counted his body, so I don't know.
Clayton, let's bend over and let us count your percentages.
That's right. Yes.
Oh my God.
I mean, there's a couple other people I wouldn't mind calculating said things as well, but
Dana says he's 6'5".
He's 6'5"?
6'5".
Okay.
Damn.
I believe that. He's enormous.
I figured he was not taller than 6'5", though, for sure. So
And Bruce says they're all huge.
yeah, I really felt very small. I felt very short, and I'm like not that short for a girl. Like I'm not super tall, but I'm not super short either. I'm like 5'6".
Oh wow.
So
Okay.
I felt very miniature.
Danny says you have to be at least 6 foot to go on The Bachelor, and he was one of the taller ones. Wow.
Yes.
Oh, let's see what
Wow,
what would
there's a
that be?
height-
Heightest? What's the word
requirement
for
that
height?
show?
Yeah, heightest.
Heightest.
Is there a different word for height? Sizest?
Could be.
Stretch?
Ableist.
Tallest?
Vertical ableist? I don't know. I just don't know. In other news today, we've got something from the Eagle Law Firm that was filed on the 17th of last week. So a little movement here and there with the Owens v. Marraccini nonsense. Yikes. So let's see. I'll just plow through some of this stuff just because. To the clerk of the department and all parties and attorneys of record, please take note that respondent Michael Marraccini, by and through his counsel of record, the Eagle Law Firm, a.k.a. Omar Serrato, hereby requests that the court vacate and release the hearing date currently held open for July 20 at 9 a.m. in Department 405A on the following grounds. I forget why they were... it must have been for fees, right? They were going to have a hearing on fees and costs, I think, is my distant
I'd have
recollection.
to ask the robots.
Well,
I
let's
don't
see.
remember.
Maybe it'll tell us if I keep reading. Number 1, this date was reserved by the court at respondent's request in connection with respondent's motion for attorney fees, and costs pursuant to family code, etc. Number 2, the fee motion was withdrawn without prejudice to refiling on May 7, and the hearing then set was taken off calendar the same date by respondent's notice of withdrawal of motion for attorney fees and costs and correction of procedural posture statement. 45A nonetheless continued to hold the July 2026 9 a.m. open. It's getting tiny on the court's internal calendar pending possible refiling of the fee motion. Respondent is not pursuing an award of attorney fees or costs in this matter and will not be refiling the fee motion. Ooh, interesting. No motion or other matter is currently pending or anticipated for hearing on July 20. Accordingly, respondent respectfully requests that the court vacate the July 20 hearing in Department 405A and remove it from the court's calendar. Dated July 16 by Omar Serrato. So they have requested to remove that hearing date. I think I know why.
They gave up.
They gave up because there's nothing to squeeze. Right? As we're learning about bankruptcy
Given the
stuff.
financial incest, maybe there is some pension,
Financial incest.
some Social Security to squeeze.
Oh, but the commingled Social Security that we can't figure out what to do with? Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, no.
We can't account for anything ever.
No, you know, more money goes out than it comes in, Queen Jennifer.
I know, so that's not gross
just
income.
evaporates
That's
before our very
It's just
eyes.
gone. Yeah.
Our debt
Now,
just
what was it
grows.
about that other, that Wells Fargo account you had? Which one? Which one, Queen Jennifer?
The one that closed itself down.
Of course.
the
Closed
one that
itself.
itself disappeared on its own? Oh my God. I can't believe we've got another hour and a half of that crap to get through. I've got it set for a quicker speed, so we're going to plow through that nonsense.
Well, and I'm not going to be able to join you for the entire thing. Obviously, I have.
Are you disappearing?
At some point.
Well, fine, then
I'm
it'll just
still
be
here for-
Hellville and me.
I'm here for now, and then I need to. I will evaporate myself back into the ether to. Because I family in town. So, you know.
Oh, you and Patrick both. Interesting.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
Patrick wants to
Tiff
come
was
and.
saying that's why he couldn't join her stream earlier.
Oh, well, he wants to come and hang out here too. That'd be fine. With his family.
Yikes.
It's okay. It's all right. Don't be yikesing me.
Yikes.
Just shut up.
That's a
Hashtag,
long
hashtag
ways
yikes.
away. Double hashtag yikes.
Oh, clutch your pearls anyway. Please
All right.
continue with your reading.
And our final point of news for today comes from the criminal trial. The criminal proceedings of Laura Michelle Owens, indicted on 14 felony counts for various forms of fraud, perjury, and just being a crazy bitch, shall we just say. I'm just going to truncate. I'm in a no-nonsense mood this evening because I only got an 80 on my sleep score, which is better than I thought I was going to get, but I'm still a little bit punchy. It's wild. So here we go. The motion to continue. Request for settlement concert. State of Arizona versus Laura Michelle Owens. I've got people sending me emails for my scoreboard of how many times I'm right. Sadly, StreamYard is not helpful in this regard. But I've got people sending me emails on, okay, this is how you do it. And I'm like, all right, I've got to figure this out. Here we go. Defendant Laura Owens, by and through undersigned counsel, that being Mr. Loiters, and pursuant to Rule 8 of the Arizona Rules of Criminal Procedure, respectfully requests this court enter an order continuing. That means kicking the can down the road, folks. The final trial management conference and trial assignment date currently scheduled for 7/22/26 at 8:45 a.m. and 7/29/26 at 9 a.m. respectively for 90 days. We want 3 months. 3 months, folks. Did I not say it was going to get kicked? Here's kick number 1. The state represented by Ed Leiter was consulted and has no objection to this motion. He's probably got more important things to do himself. Discovery is complete and defendant's discovery review is ongoing. Just like the RavGen test, the testing is ongoing. Discovery review is also ongoing, folks. The parties are also in the final stages of plea negotiation. Raise your hand if you believe this. Thumbs down for me too. Hellville's only... Wow, that's actually pretty good, Hellville. 47.
Oh.
I'm impressed. My phone,
Really?
yeah, my phone and my watch say you're a bad person. You got terrible sleep last night. Don't ever do it again, or I'll tell on you to your
It does
doctor.
try and
You're a
guilt
bad
the fuck
person
out of
to
you.
yourself.
Oh, it's terrible. It totally lays on the guilt trip.
Yes.
It's like, oh, I didn't know by signing into Apple ecosystems, I was signing my right to not be shamed by technology.
No, that's just
Mine
something I
sends
programmed in for you.
notifications every day about the sleep, and that's mostly what I wear this for in the first place.
Wow.
And I will say though, I don't like the way that this app tracks the Google app. I don't like the way the Google app tracks sleep as much as I liked the way Fitbit did, because Fitbit picked up every single time I woke up throughout the night, and I like that. Because I like to know about how much, and I have actually done sleep studies before, and the Fitbit is fairly comparable. Like maybe it picks up a few extra times or whatever, but for the most part, it's pretty on point. And the Google one doesn't show you all the little awakes.
Wow.
It's annoying.
I just wouldn't trust Google with any of my data, to be honest, especially that kind of thing. But you know.
They already have all my data.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you give them a perpetual license to it forever, never, 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 never. You can always change your mind and
Oh, here
stop
we
giving
go.
them the feed. But, you know, that's
Oh, here
another
we
rant for
go.
aside, okay?
Here we go.
As a cybersecurity professional,
Yeah. You and your fancy Samsung bullshit. That's fine.
Goodness. Oh my goodness.
Are we whipping them out now? Is that the thing?
These two will be best friends in seconds, I promise.
Oh, we hit it off well. We hit it off after the stream last night. It was good.
I'm terrified.
It's
I'm
excellent.
terrified.
Yes.
It goes
Although
with
not-
falling asleep with his eyes open, I think.
Right. He couldn't,
That's
like,
not. You're not wrong.
for once, he was like not able to keep up with the after party chat and it was just the conversation. And I delighted in that personally. Just, you know, Hellville for the record. That's, you know, that personal. Yeah, it's good.
I'm gonna have to have like a smaller side studio where I just record all of these after stream conversations with very careful editing, of course, and use that for members only content or something.
No.
The only buttons I have very
the
few
private
buttons.
stuff stays private, but
I'm in-
Yeah, you have to make a
private
stream
stuff stays private.
where we talk about some stuff that's private that's not like PII.
Private,
exactly. And like I'm in Jeep Daddy Office, Corporate Daddy Workspace, you know, for reasons like I don't have all my buttons, but I censor buttons so I can actually go tell you. And like,
I have
nobody's
one of
gonna
those
get-
too. Where is it though?
It's from the one I found it alongside the voice mods.
There's so many buttons. Oh, I found it.
You did.
Wow, it's like
Good
the same
job.
pitch and everything.
Yeah. it's
Ooh,
just
what
the
a
beep.
shock! I'm sure that they totally don't rip off each other's beeps.
Oh yeah, no, of course not. But you can
I'm
also
sure there's
add
an
in
FCC
custom sounds.
frequency.
So you can like, I don't know, you could just make it one big long fart sound if you wanted to, I suppose, and like that could be the censor button too. So that's yep, exactly. Yeah, that could
IB
be.
says, "LOL, jerp, dirty curse buttons." No, he's not going to use a swear button. Are you kidding? You know him better than that. Oh my goodness.
I want
That's why
everybody to
we're
understand
hoping
all
to
the color
censor.
that's coming out of my gob. Thank you very much.
That's why I have the disclaimer at the beginning. No children should ever be near this podcast.
But most adults probably shouldn't be near this podcast either. But you know, that's
Probably.
Hey, here we go.
I made my channel not child friendly.
You know, every once in a while I get like DMs and stuff, even on Reddit. I can't watch your videos anymore. There's some kind of weird child setting that I don't know. No, madam, the child safety setting is on your end. I don't flag my videos as being child friendly. That's why. And if you've got grandchildren using your YouTube account, you've got it set to child
don't.
filtering.
There's
your problem.
Don't do that. Stop
I feel
giving
like
your
so
phone.
the only things that I've made child friendly are my garden videos.
There you go.
I think is fair.
Gardening with Hellville.
Sure.
What do you garden in the depths
Garden
of hell?
of Hellville.
Yeah. Well, what like is it just like ghost peppers and that's like it?
No. I did get some accidental jalapenos though. I have
that's
some red
cool.
hot chili peppers. It goes with my color scheme way better. And
Nice. All right.
shishito peppers, bell peppers, zucchini, broccoli, which was bushwhacked by the gardeners. They were lucky to get away with their lives. And cherry tomatoes and Roma tomatoes.
You can keep all the tomatoes for yourself. Those are gross. But
I will.
Wait. We agree on tomatoes?
who?
You and me? You don't like tomatoes either?
I don't know. I don't like tomatoes. I only like them as
know that.
in the form of salsa or marinara
just had
sauce.
some.
I can also
They all
have
cause
them
me problems. It doesn't
on
matter.
a burger, like where it's all the things mixed in together. But like if it's like just tomatoes on a salad or something like that, like nope, hard pass. I'll give them to somebody else.
Wow.
Yep.
I love tomatoes. I eat them like they're apples.
I don't get tomatoes on anything if I can help it. Just like I don't
Yeah.
want avocados either.
Well, I don't.
Same problem.
You're just broken for that.
Oh, that's fine. I'll be broken. More for
No,
you.
Give me more
for
of your,
everybody
give
else.
me the avocados. It's fine.
I've had acid reflux since I was like in high school. So I take pills and then I don't have any issues and I eat all the tomatoes and onions and garlic I want.
Even with the pills, I still have occasional issues.
Really?
Echoes
Well, I
the
had to
system.
switch.
I'm
After I got the virus.
I'm a delicate little mountain flower.
He is. He's such a snowflake.
Oh my god.
But that's okay. We still like him.
You are on my channel right now, after all.
I know. It's why I'm obligated to say that. That was part of our contract.
Oh, if there's a contract? Oh, I better make the... Never mind.
Oh,
Okay, I'm
revisions?
gonna
Yeah,
keep...
Buffy, same. In the after party, me and Tiff were talking about how both of our Adderall had worn off. So
That, and it just kept going and going and going
Oh my God.
until we
Yeah.
passed out. And then we woke up and it was still connected and
Still
going.
connected.
oh
We just
no, I
started
meant the
talking
after
again.
party with Tiff earlier today.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, after that.
Both of us take Adderall.
Say Cheese says sugar and alcohol are bad for acid reflux. Well, I try to.
Oh.
Well, one of them I don't do at all. The other I try to avoid as much as I dare.
That's so upsetting.
Not totally point. Tomatoes really do it for me, of all kinds, cooked and uncooked. Even ketchup. It's just weird. But I still do a little ketchup. I can't help it.
Okay, chat. How do you spell ketchup?
That's
Llama
a regional
hates
equivalent.
ketchup. She hates condiments.
Well, ketchup is just pickled tomato jam, so.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what it is. I don't want to know what it is. I just know I like it on my barbecue stuff.
Barbecue.
Okay, so the prevail, at least for right now, the prevailing vote is with a K. But if you ask Heinz, it's spelled with a C.
Catsup.
Catsup.
My mother
Not
was
on
a
their-
catsup.
Not on their bottles.
I thought it was Heinz that spelled it that way.
Are you going to make me look it up?
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Actually, you go look it up. You're the cybersecurity professional. You look it up.
I'm not
I've
the
got a
only
document to
cybersecurity
read.
professional.
I've got a document to read.
Oh, fine. Go read your freaking document, and I'll
Yes,
go
you
look
go
at the
look up
yeah. I'll
how
have the
you
robots go look at this.
You-
I'll burn down a rainforest to find out what the fuck the spelling is. Okay, thank you.
Are they putting data centers out in the Amazon too now?
So that's just a matter
Amazon
of time.
is the data center.
I think
All
I
right.
burned down like 3 rainforests just trying to create my little like emojis for my Reddit streams.
That's
Thumbnails.
fair.
Funny. Wow.
I'm bad at prompts. I don't use AI.
Becca says it used to be Hunts that called it catsup.
Maybe yeah.
Knew
Maybe
it.
yeah, maybe that's correct. I don't remember. I remember that there's 2, and whomever the prevailing like big corporate daddy that makes big corporate ketchup daddy that makes all the things like had a certain way of spelling it, and it wasn't the correct way.
And,
I was
as
like,
I get
Heinz?
older,
I would have noticed because Heinz is my brand.
that's typically my go-to. Although as I get older, I'm leaning a little more towards the organic ones. The less
Trader
sugar,
Joe's
the better.
one is the definitive standard
Heinz
for me.
makes some
Did you
organic
say Trader
ones now.
Joe's?
Yes,
Haven't
I
had
said Trader Joe's.
Oops.
Their organic ketchup is fucking amazing.
I might have to try that next time I'm there.
Yes.
I sort of feel about ketchup like I do my peanut butter these days. I don't want sugar in it. I don't like it. I don't need it.
Yeah, no.
You know,
There's no
just like
sugar in the
Jif,
Trader Joe's one.
The
It's just
Jif and the Skippy, they've all got sugary peanut butter. It's like,
it's
yeah,
gross.
no.
It's fucking
No.
nasty.
I
Adam,
just want
90% of
peanuts,
my food
salt.
pyramid is sugar. Sugar and carbs.
yeah, I want
Carbs
peanuts
are my
and
biggest
salt.
one. All right.
Oh, where's Bruce's comment? Here it is.
Big Ketchup Daddy was not on my bingo card.
You're welcome.
Oh, I got a zinger in on Bruce on Lauren's stream today, too.
Yeah, that was a
kinda
really good one.
I was kind of proud of myself
That
for
was
that
so
one.
good.
I might have heard that somewhere. I'm not totally sure. It's like, wait, this sounds familiar. Have I heard this in the last 58 hours? I don't know. It may not be original, so my apologies to whoever I may have stole it from. Okay, so discovery is complete. Defendant's discovery review is ongoing. The parties are also final stages of plea negotiation. At the previous complex case management conference on 6/29/26, the parties discussed several issues, including setting a realistic trial date in late October and scheduling a settlement conference in this division in late August. So sorry, folks, your summer trip to Arizona is going to be bye-bye, bye-bye. At the time, the proposed date was 8/28/26. In addition, defendant was recently granted indigency status for the purposes of retaining the assistance of an expert in the area of digital forensics. They should just hire you guys. The additional time between now and the proposed settlement conference date will be used by defendant to retain said expert and prepare mitigation. The requested settlement conference will very likely represent the plea deadline, and the parties believe that a trial date in late October is realistic. Wait until she drops this guy. It won't be realistic anymore. Plea negotiation status aside, the parties require additional time to prepare for trial. Therefore, I love a good therefore, and a good whereas, but this is therefore, because the current trial assignment date is unrealistic, even though he said when he signed on that he would be ready, and extraordinary circumstances exist, defendant requests that this court continue the final trial management conference and trial assignment date for 90 days and extend the last day accordingly. The parties also request that the court schedule a settlement conference at its convenience. Defendant waives, this is important, defendant waives any applicable time pursuant to Rule 8 of the Arizona Rules of Criminal Procedure, submitted the 20th of July. Christian Luters, attorney for defendant.
For
Check.
now. He should have put for now after his name.
Exactly. This week.
The handwriting is on the wall. The handwriting is on the wall. We haven't. I don't think we've gotten to the point where where Queen Jennifer talks to Mommy Dearest about paying attorneys for Laura. Have we got there yet, or is that still coming? I'm
don't
not sure
think.
now.
No, we haven't gotten.
I don't
to
think.
that,
I think
point
it's
yet.
coming up.
That's coming up.
Colesrud Law didn't get a whole hell of a lot of money out of them. A lot less than I expected, which explains.
They're going to have some clawbacks.
Clawbacks. Oh God, that's going to suck for them. Mm-hmm. And well, we'll talk more about who she's got right now in the bankruptcy stuff. So, all right, without further ado, we'll go back over here. Let's see, we're at 1 point something speed. What the hell did I say? I can't even see what size it is. Let's just make that bigger. I don't need chat.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
critical pay was insane.
So-
You're absolutely right, IB.
Okay, the robots have answered. So
And
so I asked which manufacturer spells ketchup as catsup. It said my memory is half right, but inverted. Heinz did originally spell it catsup, and Heinz is the largest manufacturer, but those two don't overlap anymore. The brand you're probably thinking of is Del Monte.
Which became Hunt's, did it not?
Yes, Hunt's also used catsup, but switched significantly earlier than Del Monte did. And that's what I used Opus 4.8, not Fable, because I'm poor. But yes, it was Heinz originally used ketchup. This is what ChatGPT 5.6 says. Heinz originally used ketchup briefly, but changed to ketchup in the 1800s to distinguish itself. Hunt's used Hunt's ketchup until 1988. Del Monte used tomato ketchup for decades and switched around the same time period. So
all the bottles I would have seen in my lifetime would have spelled it like how we spell it, with a K.
Yeah.
Okay.
The catsup was still.
I was like, I don't think I'm tripping, but I could be tripping.
Apparently, my brain just put it all in a fucking blender and just like, hence Heinz, Del Monte, whatever, ketchup, whatever. Yeah. I'm just going to have more to drink and it's going to be fine.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Drink more, drink more.
Well, I've got a bottle of bubbly to open up later.
You could just take a hit every time she says transparency.
Oh Christ! I'd
Oh
be
my
in.
God.
You would have to drive up here and take me to the
no
fucking
I'm gonna have
drinking
hospital.
alcohol poisoning.
No drinking games. All right, I
Yeah,
tried,
no,
chat.
that's-
I
no,
tried.
no.
I tried.
I already
All
had
right.
sun poisoning.
I'm
I
not
don't
live
need
streaming
alcohol
that shit
poisoning.
either. So chat,
Sun
you're not
poisoning.
You're
Oh.
not getting. Yeah, well, sun poisoning is real.
That's
No, but
happening right now.
Chat is not getting the glory of Echo's live streaming me getting driven to the hospital for a drinking game.
Oh, well, that's probably for the better.
Not this. Not tonight.
Not tonight. All right.
see about
Well, maybe
tomorrow.
Friday night.
Maybe Friday. We'll see.
All right. As everyone watered and fed and so forth, we've got to plow through this fast because I don't want to do this all night. I don't want a part 3 if I can avoid it. We'll see. We'll just talk over them. How about that?
Business revenue,
Whatever you
right?
wanna do.
There was no business revenue coming in at that point.
Lies.
Well,
If you're talking about when the
Very
GoFundMe
lies.
came in, the main part of the GoFundMe was for I think January and February. I mean, it started in December of 2024, and I think the main part of it came in and went out in January and February. And I don't believe that there was business income coming in at that point on a significant level. I don't believe that it.
I love how the closed captioning said snorts. As I think Queen Jennifer was breathing in.
Exasperatedly, probably.
Oh
Exactly.
my God.
Yeah. Labored breath.
That it would have been commingled with any business income.
all right. Well, now we're going to turn to that because that's actually a very false statement. I have your bank accounts, Ms. Naylor, and by August 14th of 2025, which was the date you filed your Chapter 13 bankruptcy, the LLCs had received, at that point, over $41,000 of business receipts.
Well, that's not zero.
What?
But
not zero. wonder how many stacks of cashier's checks they've had sitting around the house.
Someone needs to check under the mattresses.
Tear the
Yeah.
drywall open.
Maybe they didn't search the house well enough when they did the first raid.
Raid 2.0 incoming.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
Oh,
You're
I'm
denying
here
that?
for that.
It says it on the bank statements.
Hey, yes, we have somebody to do it.
I can't understand you, Mr. Owens. Can't understand you. You gotta back up.
The bell rang.
I'm talking to my daughter.
The bell rang. The bell rang.
My daughter, who's trying to coach us without making much noise.
Bell in your brain rang.
Taking care of the problem. So,
Yeah, the bell rang, but somehow we didn't hear it. That's
Yeah,
convenient.
we didn't hear the bell.
Yeah.
Funny thought. Yeah, okay.
besides the Jan. Okay. I'm sorry. So you said that
I have done an audit of your bank statements, all 8 of them. It's thousand. It's like, well, it's, you gave me like what, 8 accounts for 18 months. Each of them is about 400 pages. So I don't know the math on that, but I think it's over 3,000 pages of documents. You filed your bankruptcy, your Chapter 13 bankruptcy on August 14th, 2025,
That's a lot
correct?
of pages.
correct.
And by that point, your LLCs in 2025 alone, so we're talking January 1st, 2025 to August 14th, 2025, your LLCs had generated over $41,000 of business receipts. You going to deny that?
No.
Okay, so you just...
I don't know that I have the bandwidth because I'm getting bankruptcied out left, right, and center. Everyone's doing bankruptcy. And I can't help but go and listen to what everyone else is doing. And, I'm not one of these people where I feel the need to silo myself in order to have an opinion. So I have no problems going out and checking everybody else. It's just there's not enough hours in the day to do this damn thing.
Echoes likes giving his opinion to everyone at any time.
This
It
is
doesn't
true.
matter when. He'll always give you a fucking
And I
opinion.
especially enjoy it when I have a wrench in chat.
Yes, and you especially enjoy it when your opinion sort of makes you halfway, probably maybe correct in a thing or two.
Halfway, probably,
yeah,
maybe.
Yeah, something, I don't know.
Oh my God. Jack Fox LY
I'm not
words.
I'm not feeding your ego, bitch.
You want something else, Fed. You're so thirsty.
said,
shut up,
you,
God.
you just said a few moments ago, you said, at that time the businesses weren't making money. So do you want to change your answer to that?
Yeah, because there was money going out. Everything that was coming in was going out. I don't think that if you look at I think there's a pretty clear trail too with regards to the LLCs that everything that was coming in was going out. There weren't any surpluses.
What goes in must come out. We don't know what it's all about. We have no money except in our mattress and cashier's checks. I don't know. What is going on?
They were going to pay expenses.
Well, that's funny because I don't see the expenses, business expenses, as you're suggesting. I see a lot of payments to Laura and to Sarah Owens. There was over $20,000 of payments to your daughter.
She just be calling them the fuck out.
What is the time frame on the ones to Sarah?
Let's not talk about the ones to Laura because that might indict her further. Let's talk about the ones going to Sarah. Someone is really trying to shield the youngest daughter in all of this.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't imagine why.
Not for long.
Not for long. I keep waiting for the day they just throw them each other all under separate buses.
Oh, it's 1,000% coming.
I don't know. She's certainly diving on the sword for all of them, and I think a little bit for David Gingras too.
Honestly,
Why? What a worthless piece of shit to fucking fall on your sword for. Jesus Christ.
Because that's who she is.
Sarah in a really horrible position. She is a terrible human being. So finally, yes, fall on the sword for Sarah. Okay, do it, and you destroy
Fall
Laura.
on it for all of them. It just exposes everybody. She's got no sentience when it comes to what that does. I'll just say that I did it. I'm foreshadowing, I think, but oh my God.
Didn't you put that in? You tell me. I mean, you're asking me. You tell me. You just filed yesterday a.
You were saying that this was in the time period between the GoFundMe and the Chapter 13 filing? Is that what you're saying, that there were $20,000 in payments to Sarah then?
You made payments to. Well, no, I know that you just recently said that you made payments to Sarah within 2 years of this bankruptcy of over $21,000. But All right, let me see how we can.
And those were this year, and those were following the sale of a pony that we had. That was paid to Sarah this year.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, the bottom line is, let's just back up. Now I just want to focus. We're going to get away from the GoFundMe fund for a minute. When you filed your Chapter 13 bankruptcy case, at that point, your LLCs, based on the bank statements, had over $41,000 of business income, correct?
For what time period?
From January 1st, 2025 to August 14th, 2025.
Okay.
Is that correct?
Yeah. I don't have the figures here, but I'm obviously going with what you're saying for that time period. From
you admit in your amendment that you just filed that for the calendar year 2025, you put in your amended schedules filed yesterday that there were $81,059 worth of business revenue, gross income, in the calendar year 2025. That's what you have on your amended schedule. Then you're standing by that, correct?
Okay, in all of 2025, 81,000.
I'm reading from your amended schedules. This is your statement that you signed under oath.
Right.
Okay. So I looked at the bank statement.
What? What is it? Could you quote? Well, I have to take your word for it. I don't have it in front of me.
Yeah, she's literally repeating the same words that Laura used when Deandra was drilling into her.
Yeah. Well, if you say so.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I conveniently don't have any of my own paperwork that I've
Laura
sworn and signed under oath. Yeah. God.
Who said Laura said AIing in the background on their computer?
Laura said it slightly differently. I'm not going to get it. I'll have to take your word for it or something like that. No, I don't remember. I used to have it embossed in my pointed little head, but I don't anymore. It's strange.
You can't see my chats in the stream?
Wait, what?
When they come through, I saw a couple.
I thought so. I haven't made one in a minute.
Yeah.
Good.
Nope, but there's yours. I see it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Yep. I don't know.
You have to make sure that you're on live chat. You have to pull it on the drop down at the top of chat to be from top chat to live chat, and that makes sure that all messages are available.
I have to do that every stream. Doesn't matter what device. Every stream.
Yep.
YouTube is stupid.
It all defaults to top chat, so that may be why.
And I calculated the amount of income or revenue that had been generated before you filed the Chapter 13 case, which was on August 14th, 2025. And it was roughly $41,000. Do you have any reason to dispute that?
Wow.
Not at all.
Okay. But yet,
next.
It's true.
Okay. But yet, when you filed the Chapter 13 case, you completely failed to disclose any of that business income on your statement of financial affairs that you signed under oath, correct?
I think they should be punished.
I believe that the thinking on that was that we didn't have anything in those accounts at that time, and that was why we did the Chapter 13, that there was no value from those.
No, we're talking about on the statement of financial affairs, you were required to list all gross income from a business for at the time, it would have been 2023, 2024, and for January 1st, 2025 till the date of the Chapter 13 filing. And you said none. That was false.
And that was incorrect.
So that was a false statement.
All right. Well, I think that was a miscommunication between.
It was incorrect, but it wasn't false. So help me, help me. Oh, I don't know if I can do this.
Some people are not seeing my chats. I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
I don't know.
Rude. It's rude.
It's super rude.
Is it YouTube or is it StreamYard? I don't know.
Yes.
No, it says you're linked. Guest destination.
I have
you
a
are live.
YouTube window open that
okay.
has the actual live stream, not using StreamYard's bullshit chat to actually communicate, because it's fucking StreamYard.
Yeah, well,
I have
Michelle
my
says.
stream playing over on my other screen.
We will see anything that happens in your chat, Hellville, in our studio thing, but my page won't see it because it's just coming to the studio where it merges together. So Michelle is correct about that one.
Well, the one that you highlighted before, I sent in the StreamYard chat.
Because I can highlight from both. since they all come in. Like, here's Teresa's from your chat. I can see them. Last one was to keep Purple Heart. But my channel won't see what comes through because it's different chats. So that's the distinction.
I thought it just shows. It doesn't just show with a link.
Well, only in the studio. But it won't show up in the chat of my YouTube channel where they're at. There. So yeah.
Oh yeah, that last one that you just put in there. Can everyone see this one? That did not show up in Echoes's. That did not show up in Echoes's chat on actual.
No, it won't. It won't merge chats, but we can access all of them in the studio.
I think you're in my video.
Yeah, Teresa's in hers. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't this fun?
How do we see Teresa's then? Oh, because it's in the
in the studio and
it's
they're
not in
merged
the actual
streams,
chat.
yes.
I think that's really stupid. I feel like it should just merge all the chat into one. If there's,
or they should give you the option to select what you want to do with them.
God, no kidding.
Exactly.
Okay. Oh.
Okay, cybersecurity professionals, get to it. Send those things to engineering.
And file a report with security@streamyard.com and see if they give a fuck.
God, do you think they even speak English? Never mind.
Oh, wow. You went there. Nice job,
did.
Echoes.
Thanks, IB.
Me and the attorney who was filing it, I had explained to him that we did have LLCs and that I felt that it was a personal bankruptcy, and we didn't have anything in those accounts at that time.
Well, the fact of the matter is it was a false statement, correct?
Oh, weird.
I don't have that Chapter 13 filing with me right now, and so I don't know what, I can't see it in person, so I can't really say.
Well, I'm telling you, looking at it right now, I'm looking at it. Docket number 1 from case number 25-7596. You were required to list all gross income from operating a business, and you had none. You said there was none.
Back, friends.
You're going to deny that?
Because there was none coming in at that time. I think that's what that refers to. There was none coming in.
What was that?
I think, so Bruce said, we're going to commingle our chats. What would Queen Jennifer think about that? And I said, she would probably appreciate the transparency.
We're trying to be transparent.
We're trying to be super transparent. So the thing is, if I'm in the StreamYard chat and I type into that form field, nothing, like your stream can't see what I say. And if I type in mine, your stream still can't see what I say. But it's weird because if I'm in your StreamYard, it should go to both streams,
Yeah.
It's weird.
I like Wallace saying this is what we like to call a lateral raid.
Yes. Chat commingling. Boom chicka wow wow.
Yikes.
At that time, and we were operating at a loss.
Okay, you were required to list all gross income before deductions and exclusions. It specifically says that on the form.
Got some tech support from.
Well, again, the context of it was.
Yeah, Remy's sending me tech support too. To Jeep Daddy's consternation, it will be.
That there was no income coming in.
Gross income. Well, really, but
Oh dear, what do we do?
That's false, actually. What you're saying is a false statement, Miss Naylor, because I looked at your bank statements and there was over $41,000 of revenue generated by the LLCs from January 1st, 2025 to August 14th, 2025.
Oops.
Are you going to deny that? But that's what the bank statement said.
Re-enter for it to commingle the chats.
I don't know how that works. That's above my pay grade.
We'll see if it works.
See, Bruce says, "Are you logged into YouTube and StreamYard?" Because then I think
are we still troubleshooting this shit?
I don't know. Everyone's like on chat. I can't do it. I don't have that stuff.
Listen, friends, I need to go because dinner is going to happen, and it's ribs and bubbles.
Ribs and bubbles.
Fancy glasses. So, and yeah, but always a pleasure to join you both for at least a little bit of handful of snarky comment. I am wearing my salty shirt as.
Oh, good.
Oh, whoops. Wrong chat.
Oh.
Like, can everyone see now? Nope, it's in the private
awkward.
chat.
This is getting funny. Chat
oh
antics.
My gosh.
All right, get out of here.
Anyway,
Go get your ribs.
I'm going to leave. Thank you all. Don't have all the drinks, whatever, make all the snarky comments on my behalf. Maybe we'll see.
shall.
Maybe we'll see everybody in a future stream. But for now, bye.
Bye.
All right, get out of here. Go on. Jeez. Now I'm going to start getting texts about what he's eating. See, look what I'm having right now while you're stuck on stream.
Oh, see, it's still not coming up, apparently.
I don't know.
IB says.
I don't know.
It's showing up in Hellvilles only. That's so rude.
Maybe a StreamYard thing. I don't know. I don't know how it all works. It's just funny to me.
I'm saying that as of when we were filing for the bankruptcy, we were operating at a loss on all of those, and we didn't have anything coming in to,
$41,000 plus doesn't sound like we didn't have anything coming into me.
Sure doesn't. All the way up until, when was it?
I'll take that kind of
August?
nothing. Yeah, August. Wow.
That's what I think the context of that was. But again, I don't.
The context. The context is where the truth lies. I need that as a T-shirt.
I don't have the documents in front of me, but that's what and you can look at the statement. Anytime we had any money coming in at all from the businesses, it was going right out to pay expenses. It was going right out.
You understand the term gross income, don't you?
Yes.
And you read these the forms that you signed under penalty of perjury, did you not?
Maybe.
I had worked with the attorney to, when he had asked me the questions and everything, and yes, I signed them, yes.
Okay, and it specifically says on the form, gross income before deductions and exclusions, right? Isn't that what the form says?
Well,
I'm asking you if that's what all right, that's what the form says, correct?
I don't know. I don't have the form in front of me. Again, I would have to look at the context of it, and I'm trying to explain to you what the context was. That we did not have. Okay.
You seem to have understood what was required to be disclosed when you filed the amendment yesterday, because you did accurately state that in the calendar year 2025, there was total gross income to your businesses of over $81,000. So you understood it yesterday, right?
Right.
But you didn't understand it earlier, even though you had an attorney earlier?
No, because again, in the context of where we were when we were filing the Chapter 13, we had to file it because we didn't have income coming in, that we were having losses. We were not profitable. We were losing
just minor income.
It was a drain. So there wasn't any attempt to
just a little minor income pension
to hide anything. And as I say, we had filed as a personal bankruptcy, and I was thinking, like I say at the time too, that the LLCs were separate.
Well, let me just ask you this. One of the things in the earlier Chapter 13 case, let's just look at, you were supposed to provide the gross income for part of 2025 up through the petition date, for 2024 and for 2023. Okay? Do you recall that?
Okay.
And this case, which was filed May 22nd, 2026, you were also required to provide 2024 income, 2025 income, and income for January 1st until the date that you filed on May 22nd, 2026, correct?
If you say so.
Well, you don't have your schedules. I'm going to ask.
There's a Laura answer. If you say so.
That's what I mean. I think they have like the Google sheet up, the
loosely
Google sheet that
agreeable
they share.
response. Yeah. They may not be looking at much, if at all. I would love to see who else is in the room with them, though.
Definitely Laura, possibly Sarah.
I had this fantasy that if they were gone, then that would, if there had been a travel release, that they'd all be at Sarah's house talking about this. But I think that's already happened, right?
That was my original thought. I was like, can she not access her computer because she left it at home because she's at Sarah's?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But then I was like, no way. No,
because I think that whole thing already happened.
You bring your computer with you.
Stupid.
They are stupid.
That you go get your computer.
Oh yeah, no thanks. Says Laura grew up watching them speak to people like this. Of course.
Yeah.
The apple has not fallen from the tree.
If you say
in
so.
the distance. If you say so.
So obnoxious.
Well, if you say so.
If you say so.
Of course, Laura's a little bit more snotty when she says it. Well, if you say so.
Well, she says it in that vocal fry. If you say so.
Oh my God. Oh, you do that too
Exaggerated
well.
a little bit.
You do that too well. Oh, Lord. You know, you might get requests to make little sound bites in Laura Owens' voice.
Whatever, and you don't have copy.
Yeah. For a modest fee, Hellville will record.
Yes. I should set up a profile on Cameo. Fake Laura Owens for real. Like
the real fake Laura Owens. Hey, there's your next channel. The real fake Laura Owens official.
So I think that's rude because the fake Laura Owens that's in the chats is the real fake Laura Owens.
I know.
I would just say
I know.
Fake Laura Owens voice.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Fake. My mind wanted to play with that more. Stop it. We've got to get through this.
Copies of your filings in this case?
Fake Laura Owens. Laura Owens vocal notes.
They're so much tighter than other people's, you know.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
The tightest.
My vocal folds are the tightest.
That's how they fry so much.
I would call that inflammation, but I'm not a doctor.
It's from all the purging. And Arizona is dry.
The dry heat would get me, but it would be better for my lungs. Let's see. IBE says, don't forget if you only pay Macy's, you get a Thanksgiving balloon, according to Bruce.
Yeah, that was such a good one.
Oh, my God. I missed that one. I think I had to pop out by then.
Oh, yeah. So he was saying
late.
that if you don't pay your Macy's bill, they'll send one of those balloons from the Macy's Day Parade to sit on your front lawn until you pay the bill.
That's a good idea.
So it's embarrassing. So therefore,
you
have to pay your Macy's bill.
I like that. You know, a little public shaming is not a bad thing, I think.
No.
Especially
they should
if they're
have a
bad
lot,
people.
actually.
Well, they've got an acre's worth of land to be shamed with.
So I stopped trying to print everything out a long time ago because
I don't want to know why you stopped printing things out. Please, you're making this longer than it has to be.
Yeah, South
Can you pull up on your computer while you're on the phone and pull up the documents that you just filed yesterday?
Hang on a second.
We need you to do that because you are sitting here claiming to be ignorant about documents that you've signed and filed, in this case, yesterday under oath.
I'm not claiming to be ignorant about anything.
You're saying that you don't remember, but this is something you filed yesterday. Go get your amended schedules, please.
You were asking me about what had been filed in 2025 in the Chapter 13. That was the last thing you asked me.
No, I was asking you about, I said you had to, in this case, also disclose your gross income for businesses. I just asked you that, and you said, if you say so. And I'm not gonna work like that. You need to have the document in front of you that you signed under oath so that I can examine you about it. So
shut up and sit down. That's what she's saying there. Oh my.
See, I feel like her saying that is kind of like Dr. Evil saying, zip it, exhibit A. You must zip it real good.
Oh my.
Although
Macy's balloon is a business expense. Probably. It's advertising. You know, just like someone was the face of mommy and daddy's companies, that was advertising. That's not a job.
But also that face.
You.
Yeah. Not a face I would choose for my businesses.
This is totally the Laura playbook. F around until the other side gets mad, then play victim. Yep. Well, who do you think she learned it from? Mommy victim. Ugh.
Okay. So can you just finish the question for me? Can you just finish the question, and I can see if I can perhaps answer it in that way?
Lana, that would be
finish your question for me.
Well, yesterday you filed a sworn statement attesting that the gross income of your businesses for 2024 was $40,785. Right?
Okay.
Is that correct?
Okay. Yes.
That same information was not disclosed in your Chapter 13 statements. Would you admit that?
Again, I believe it was because of the LLCs and the differentiating between the LLCs and our personal situation that we were not.
Okay, I understand. Right, I understand. However, if you look at the question in the Chapter 13 statement, it's the identical question that you answer in the Chapter 11. They are the same exact wording, asking for exactly the same information. In the Chapter 13, you disclosed nothing, and now in your amendment from yesterday, you disclosed over $40,000 of gross business income. They are not. One is true and one is not true. Would you agree? They can't both be true.
Well, the truth lies in the context.
No, the truth lies in the fact that they were.
There it is. The truth lies in the. I've got to make that as a clip, but the audio quality is horrific.
It is.
I hope someone invites Queen Jennifer to the Thanksgiving. I don't know who gets to send out the invites. That's not my job. I'm terrible at writing.
We need
Christmas
official
cards and
JF
invites.
Folo's stationery too.
I know.
Yeah.
with the watermark and everything. Yeah.
Yes.
For sure. It's like Fight Club, the MOC version. Oh dear. Yeah, we need someone to make some stationery. Who does that? I don't know. Not me.
Both exactly the same.
Will it be up? I think House of Prime Rib might be a little pricey for a group Thanksgiving. Don't ask me how I know. Just ask Megan Fox how many $1,000 that night was for what? 8 people?
I mean, really, we just need some like scones, breadsticks, and schmear, and we're good to go.
Yeah, it could be some sort of proteiny schmear.
Maybe some Domino's. Well, yeah, there's protein
pizza's
on
always good.
schmear. There's a
Pizza's
lox
always good.
spread. You know,
I'll pass on the lox. That's just
put
pulverized
bacon,
fish.
I guess.
There you go, bacon. Bacon
I don't
would
eat
be
that,
good.
but-
Bacon crumbles. I like bacon.
I like lox.
Have it at a bagel place. That seems almost cliche, doesn't it? Or we just
Everyone
have
would
it at
have to
Olive
come
Garden.
to New York.
Wallace just had Domino's for dinner.
Yes.
Question. That's why you need to pull up the
Call
documents.
that pizza product.
There's no
Pizza
context.
product.
They are both the same.
Yeah, that's about right. If it's
It's not pizza. That's pizza product.
real good pizza that's like actually made by hand and it's not ready to go, shall we say? Oh, so much better. So much better. Real dough.
But sometimes I'm in the mood for the greasy, nasty shit, and then I just
hangover pizza.
I'll have some pizza product, please, and breadsticks.
Pizza product. Pizza product and cheesy breadsticks.
Same question, Miss Naylor. Item number 4 on the Statement of Financial Affairs is
Now, don't tease me with a good Philly cheesesteak. That's a thing to behold.
the same exact question that was on the Chapter 13 statements that is in the Chapter 11 statements. Now, suddenly, you're disclosing over $40,000 of business income for the year 2024 that was never disclosed in the Chapter 13.
It's a miracle.
But
magical money.
again, the Chapter
Came out of
13
nowhere.
was filed in 2025, and the Chapter 11 was filed in 2026, and you're going back to 2024.
You can't do that, Queen Jennifer. Don't look in our underwear drawer from last year to see what we've hidden there.
So I would need to actually ask Big Tiff Dog, but
sometime I need to coax Tiff on here.
I wonder if, because they filed within the same year, like within a year of each other,
Right.
Between
I think
this
it was even
filing
less than
and
that.
the Chapter 13. I wonder if she can check all the way back to whenever the Chapter 13 was allowed to check back to, if that makes sense.
I
So-
think she can access whatever she wants now.
Yeah, I
They've
think so
opened the
too.
door to themselves so many ways.
They
Stupid.
commingled their bankruptcy filings.
Well, yeah, and now that we've filed 2 different chapters and we've got inconsistencies over basic things such as reporting income
that
and
are worded
expenses.
the exact same way.
Yeah, they made shit up as they filled out the pieces of paper.
They do.
Whatever was convenient in that moment is, in my opinion, what they put down.
They
and that's
think
why it's
one
a mess.
step ahead. They do not think 10 steps ahead.
I'm not even sure they think half a step ahead. I think
Yes.
they're a little more Pavlovian and reactionary than that.
Yeah, they think in the moment, not ahead.
It's only when they know that they've got a deadline that they actually put in some effort, and then they, oh well, what will they think of?
But only at the last second, and then they complained that they had so little time because they were getting it all together at the last second.
Oh, it
Well,
just
why
took
did you
so
wait
long?
till the
Yeah.
last second?
And isn't
You
it
dumb
amazing? Isn't it amazing how Queen Jennifer, even with a very last minute drop before this hearing,
Yes.
she's still prepared as hell.
Epic. I want to be friends with her.
I know. I wonder what she actually looks like. I'm pretty sure this is not an accurate rendering of her, but wouldn't that be something? She looks like she's 32 in this one. It's like, no, she sounds a little older.
She's definitely, I would say she's in her 40s or 50s.
Yeah.
But the hair is pretty close. Yeah, how can you explain a face?
Yeah, I know. It's hard for me. It's like trying to describe the color blue. It's all adjectives.
Exactly.
Robin asks,
let's see
it
if I
appropriate?
can find a pic.
Yeah, find one. Appropriate to invite Queen Jennifer to be interviewed after all this is done. What about sending her gift baskets? I've heard people talk about sending Rachel Mitchell gift baskets, but I'd say hold off on that one until this thing gets
I would hold off.
Let's get after sentencing before we go sending gift baskets.
Bankruptcy court seems to move a whole lot faster than criminal court.
Boy, doesn't it. The criminal crimes move slower than the money crimes. I don't get it. Because it's money. The government likes money. It doesn't care much about the rest.
Yes. They don't fuck around with money, but they do fuck around with murders and rapes and all the other things,
Yeah.
Funny that.
Do her parents know she lied about having cancer?
They believe she had cancer. They were part of the ruse,
I remember
remember?
the story. Remember the story and mom having ice packs all over her.
Jan was holding an ice pack to Laura's abdomen.
We've got like weird co-delusions in this family too.
Yeah.
There is some weird crap going on in their little pointed brains.
Let me explain something.
No. I want you. This is deviating again. No, I don't want you to explain anything. I want you to. I want you to go get.
Shut up.
No. I want you. No.
I need. Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna have to spend a week just dicing
that
this up to get the good ones.
That is the polite way of saying shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Wonder what she tells her colleagues when she's not on a call.
No, I do not want clarification. If I need clarification from you, I will tell you. I am getting frustrated with you because you don't have the schedules in front of you. So why I'm going to ask that you pull up, go get your computer, or I don't know if you have a desktop and you and Mr. Owens can move over there, or if you have a laptop that you can put in front of you. But
we know what they have, and Mr. Owens can sit in the black chair.
Chief Daddy wants that chair.
He does. He's jonesing for that damn chair.
I
don't know why. It's not even a nice chair. It's just the black. So what? You can get that stupid thing at any office place.
For what do the kids call it? I think it's the hype.
The clout.
The clout.
Yeah.
The clout and the hype. The hypey clout and the cloudy hype.
That's what the kids call it.
I don't know.
I need to watch more
Riz?
TikTok. That's
Skibbity-doo?
right. Skibbity Riz.
They
I
speak
don't
a
watch
different
enough
language.
TikTok.
And they can't read. I don't know.
We're doomed.
You to pull up docket number 78 that was docketed yesterday in this case, and then I'm going to also ask that you pull up your petition from the Chapter 13. And well, for right now, that's what I want you to do. Can you do that?
I wondering about where we can get the petition for the Chapter 13. The point on the 2024 income is that the difference is that I had not, when we filed for Chapter 13, I had not done our taxes for 2024. So I did not have the accurate information for 2024 when we filed for the Chapter 13. And we also felt that we were filing for the LLCs and not for, that had nothing to do with our personal situation. So
I wonder what their excuse is for not filing taxes for so long. Well, all the money went out. We had no money. Anything that came in went right back out.
That's what I was saying on Big Tiff's stream earlier.
Were you
is
really?
That they are making all these excuses for they filed the bankruptcy in August and taxes were due in April last I checked.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But Tiff said that if you ask
Delinquent.
for an extension, you're pretty much never denied, and that could go till October.
Wow.
2024. So then when we did file the Chapter 11 for this year, I had at that point done the 2024 taxes and had a chance to look more at what the actual income was.
Okay, well then let me ask you that. All right, I understand what you're saying. Now I want to ask you this. If that's the case, when you filed your statement of financial affairs on May 22nd under docket 9 in this case, you also said there was no business income at all. So if you already knew, wait, hold on. According to what you just said, by that point, you knew what the 2024 business income was, but you didn't disclose it when you filed a sworn statement in this case on May 22nd, 2026. Isn't that true? You didn't disclose it.
On May 22nd, we filed the skeleton filing at the very, very last minute. We had thought that we had an attorney who was going to file for us, and he backed out at the very last minute. And so we had to file a skeleton filing and did the very, very bare bones that we could do, and knew that we would be amending it and presumed that we would have an attorney to handle it for us. So that was why there was virtually nothing in the filing from May the 22nd, because it was literally a last minute. May the 22nd was a Friday afternoon before the Memorial Day holiday, and the foreclosure auction for our home was scheduled the Tuesday morning at 10 o'clock. So we were in a position where, we had to do a very bare bones filing, knowing that we would be amending it and adding the correct figures.
Well, you didn't say that. In response to the question, did you have any income from employment or from operating a business during this year or the two previous calendars? You answered in the affirmative no on a sworn statement. You didn't say yes, but I will amend to give the information. You said no, correct? That's what you said.
Well,
yeah, no, is that what you said? Are you going to deny? I'm looking at it right now. You said no. When you, in docket number 9, filed under penalty of perjury in this case, you said no, there was no income from operating a business during 2026 or the two previous calendar years. And that would have been, that was a false statement, correct?
And that was what was on May 22nd?
Yes.
Well, that was the skeleton filing that
I understand. No need to repeat. But I'm going to ask you this. It's still a false statement, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So you didn't indicate, we're going to amend this. You just said no, there was no business income.
Well, that was a mistake. That was a mistake on my part. And as I said, we were racing to get it down to your building because we had been under the impression that it could be filed electronically.
Okay, I don't need to know. That's fine. Okay. However, I do want to point out that if you look at item number 5 on docket number 9 filed in this case, you actually say that the gross income from business for 2026 was $12,500. Now, where'd you come up with that figure?
That figure was because we had leased a pony earlier in the year.
Well, we know that, and are you talking about the lease for Frosted Flakes?
Yes.
And so you said your business.
Where's the lease for Pop-Tarts?
Seriously. Frosted Flakes. I just keep thinking it's cereal. It's making me hungry. I don't appreciate
Tricks
the name,
are for
honestly.
Kids.
They're always after me,
Toast
Lucky
Crunch.
Charms.
My God, these people. Wheaties. Written by Laura Owens. Frosted Mini Wheats. Okay, better stop.
Income that you list here on docket number 9 was only $12,500, and you say that that's based on the lease of the pony Frosted Flakes. Am I understanding that correctly?
Yes.
But the fact of the matter is that you were actually paid $25,000 for the Frosted Flakes lease on February 27, 26. So it wasn't $12,500; it was actually $25,000, right?
I sent you a picture.
You sent me a picture?
Yeah, I'm not sure if you can see it actually.
On where?
I did present.
Oh.
I don't think I'm signed into. You don't have to actually present it, obviously. I think I'm not signed into TwitX
there we go.
On here. That is Queen Jennifer. Not the most flattering facial expression, but she
looks serious.
Sharp and fabulous.
She looks serious.
Yes.
I wouldn't mess with that.
No.
I wouldn't mess with that at all.
No.
And
Definitely
she's
don't
got
mess
the
with that.
seal of something. I would assume this is a DOJ seal behind her.
I would assume that, yeah.
Wow. There's Queen Jennifer, everybody. All hail the Queen. All hail the Queen. Oh, wow. Okay. It's nice to have faces.
Yes. I was always like, I wish these were videoed.
Yeah.
I really wish they were.
Get a little animation. Then it would look like the Daily Prophet, where people sort of move a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Very good. Oh, now I got to push buttons back the other way.
Correct. And the reason that we stated it as 12,500
Put a crown on that, says Danny. I love it. AI a crown to that.
was because it.
IB says, is it okay to share a pic? If it's public, it's public. She works for the DOJ. It's not like she's, NSA hiding under a rock. If it's out there, it's out there.
I would never share that if I found it.
Yeah. And of course, bankruptcies are public proceedings anyhow. So, if I don't know that they do much with video, if it were to go to trial or that kind of thing.
If the picture of her is in someone's thumbnail, I think I could screenshot that.
Yeah, and odds are it's on a DOJ website somewhere.
Somewhere, yeah.
I'm not going to bother to look at, because government websites are a pain in the ass to find people on. I'm not going to waste my time.
Yeah, that's why I just Google image search.
There you go. There you go. At least the blonde hair's right. I mean, that's when you look at the two, that's pretty close.
Same hair. Yeah.
This one's just a little bit younger. Yeah.
Exactly.
A little younger face.
But I was like, yeah, it's pretty close. So I would say she has a more narrow jaw, like more of a heart-shaped face.
Yeah.
Is for a year-long lease, and I believe we were interpreting the income that
as Ron's like barfing or something in the background.
What? Up until
I don't know, he was hacking up something.
that point, as it being 50%. So in other words, it was
gurgling the phone.
half a year had gone by.
Hopefully, he's not gurgling anyone else next to him.
And so half a year was 12,500.
He's busy yapping anyway.
But you did not include any other income for 2026 besides this 12,500 on your original Chapter 11 Statement of Financial Affairs, correct?
Correct. And outside of the pension and Social Security income, that's basically the case. There have been some contributions to the GoFundMe this year. I think it would be under $1,000.
I also picked
for 2026 because it has remained up there.
I sat in on a hearing.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know why I also pictured that.
Interesting.
I don't know why.
There would be the pony lease, the Social Security and pension income for 2026.
What am I right about now? What am I right about now? I missed it.
It's a long list.
See, this is why we need a tally board. I just need to figure it out somehow.
Like I say, under 1,000 for the GoFundMe, and
let's back up. Let's back up. Okay, let me back up. When you filed the Chapter 13 case, you never disclosed the GoFundMe funds, did you?
Oops.
No, we didn't. It was my understanding at that point that those were the GoFundMe is considered exempt, and it's considered more like a gift as opposed to income. And again, it had all been, the majority of it had been already exhausted, 6 or 8 months.
That's such a weird phrase. Every time I hear this, I stumble over it had already been exhausted.
People who are in bankruptcy court should probably not be ordering DoorDash, Wallace. They probably are, but they shouldn't be. I don't think they could justify that expense. Queen Jennifer would be like, why don't you learn to cook?
DoorDash with the lunch. And the mustard was on both sides.
I guess 6 months before the filing of the Chapter 13.
If that's your understanding, why did you disclose it on the filing yesterday?
Because of the fact that the folks online had brought it up, and they brought it up to the judge, and the judge had asked about it, and we have wanted to be transparent about it.
So earlier,
we couldn't hide it anymore because that was brought up, and now the judge says I want to see it.
This will get awkward.
Then the judge is going to be like looking in our boxes, and then the judge is going to be looking in the tank of the toilet, and then the judge is going to be looking under the mattress of the casita, and then under the horse things out in the horse barn, and probably in the pool filter too. And then maybe we've got some hollow cactuses in the front lawn.
Correct. That's a very minor thing.
Very minor money. It was a gift. You don't have to report gifts. Why would you do that?
You did not want to be transparent.
A month is just a minor thing.
Oh my God. I would love
I know.
$29,000 a month. I would go buy myself a house. Under the horse
Yeah.
things. See? Bruce agrees with me. Under the horse things. Behind all that tack, that old unused tack we don't use anymore.
Maybe their horseshoes are made of gold. Has anyone checked the horseshoes?
We have not checked the horseshoes.
We need to check the horse. They didn't look at that in the raid, did they? Bloody hell.
No, we didn't check the horseshoes.
That's why they won't get rid of them.
There might be golden poop scoops too.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. If I were to make any guesses, if money is actually moving from accounts to other places, it's not staying around them.
No,
They're going to move it further away. Yeah, I would say it's probably migrated to San Diego via cashier's checks. If I were to make any pontifications about where things are going.
If you want to opine.
I don't think you'd want to wire it because, well, that's a little too traceable, right? The problem being is that wherever you're pulling the money out of, you're going to see it and it's going to be recorded what it went into and how. You know, this is the thing about banks in the modern era. Every transaction. They do, and every transaction is detailed to the nth degree.
So do we. We like paper trails, and so does the DOJ. They also like paper trails.
And dare I say, there are more paper trails here than there would be in a toilet paper plant.
Many, many, many squares.
Many squares. Excuse me, Queen Jennifer, may I borrow a square?
Can you spare a square?
Can you spare a square?
I haven't a square
Have you
to
gray
spare.
coupon? Oh, no. Oh, my God. It's not fair. It's not fair.
Oh, Wallace, that's so sweet. To be fair, I learned the words opine and pontificate from like Omar, I think.
Omar's got a good vocabulary, but I would expect that.
Vocab.
Unlike Douche Canoe, who just dove to the bottom of the barrel of fourth grade words and boy humor most of the time.
Jingles. Ooh, you stinky butt.
Stinky butt.
You have cooties.
You have stinky butt. You're mean. I don't like you.
You're mean and you have cooties. You're icky.
There are more paper trails in this hearing than chemtrails in the sky. That's not bad. That's not bad. Oh, wait. Oh, I see. Oh, there's Winks. Hey, Winks. Hey, Winks over on Hellville. On the Hellville channel, we have Winks.
Oh, thank you for being in my stream.
Yeah. See, now I'm going to have like multiple tabs open to watch everybody's streams, even if I'm in them. It's just wild.
I have like 8 viewers.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm surprised we have this many.
It took me a minute to remember to stream to myself. And then I also didn't put that message up until relatively late in the afternoon because I was on Tiff's stream. So cooties would be a step up. Yeah, that's true. He doesn't know that word. It's too big.
He might like cooties, but never mind.
He has Laura cooties.
Oh, God. I try not to fantasize too much.
He's been in a room alone with her, and he somehow was not accused of twin pregnancies. It's a miracle.
I have theories about that, too, but I'm not going to get on those right now. Oi, I don't need therapy right now.
Transparent. It was simply a question of I didn't think that it was necessary. The money had been exhausted, and it was, considered a gift, and I didn't think that it was necessary.
You didn't think it was necessary. Okay. I want to quickly ask you, you provided our office with a copy of what is it looks like your 2024 tax return. And has that been filed with the IRS?
Yes.
Okay, because I don't have a signed copy. Is there any reason why you didn't give me a signed copy?
Because we're stupid bitches. I don't know.
I need therapy. I have a shopping problem.
That's called retail therapy.
Yeah, it's not good for me, though, because I go very overboard.
Yeah. I don't specialize in that kind of therapy. Not that I specialize in any.
No. I need a therapist that specializes in overspending. Yeah.
Or capital gains. Oh,
Hey, no thanks and K in my chat.
Who needs therapy? Not these people. Never.
Never. Definitely not this family.
It
This
won't fix
royally
them.
fucked up family.
It won't fix them. You
No.
have to be willing to change.
They're beyond repair.
That's my opinion.
I personally don't believe that everyone has the capacity to change and do better. I think some people don't have that capacity, and I think
agree.
these people are those people.
I agree. And in a previous stream, I think we were talking about Legos at the time, or maybe not. I can't remember because now everything's merging together in my tiny little walnut brain. But I was telling Jeep Daddy, not everybody's redeemable. Some people are broken.
Well,
That
they have
medical
been
science cannot
condemned
fix.
straight to the fires of Hellville. So I'm waiting for them.
You
need your Hellville voice. Come to me, Owenses. Come to me, you sinners. You who wronged Clayton Eckerd and Greg
They only
Gillespie
have so much patience after all.
and Mike Marraccini. Yeah.
a little more reverb, I think. A little more. Just
What does that mean? I'm not an audio girl.
a little more reverb. It needs to be a little more menacing. The pitch is good. The pitch is good. We just need a little more reverb.
I'm too bubbly for that.
Well, let's see. Well, you could.
To the fires of Hellville.
Welcome to the fires of Hellville, where we have sparkles.
Whoa! What was that noise?
That's my page turning noise. Yeah, let's see what else do I have in this funny little thing. Or just kind of long tinkles. Oh, I'm Glinda, the witch from the north.
Oh, I should probably leave monster voice now, lest I talk like that for half an hour and not realize it again.
Or, we could just make it like a Bacon Bear stream, but we're not reading anything, unfortunately.
I don't need to cramp anyone else's style anyways.
This hearing, if transcribed, would make great readers' theater, too.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God.
I thought about that. It's like, well, maybe we can get a transcript if we don't get the audio, but no, they always pull through for us and we get the real thing. I mean, this
we
would
need like a
great
back
reading.
and forth reenactment, though.
I know. Well, I keep
Because we
telling
didn't
Jeep
get
Daddy.
video.
Yes. I keep telling Jeep Daddy we need like little puppets.
Who's going to play Ron, who just gurgle into the phone every once in a while?
Who's talking on the phone? Whoever's on the phone, you need to mute your phone or I'm going to stop this hearing. Mommy, Queen Jennifer is going to pull over the bus. Don't make me stop this hearing.
Do not do that.
Oh. Do you think she's got kids?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so too.
Do I think they're on social media? No.
No.
I do not. I think she runs a tight ship, and I am down for that.
She runs a ship tighter than Laura Owens.
Yep.
Yikes.
I don't think Laura Owens is as tight as she says in her emails, somehow.
Well, if she's slutting herself around with other guys while trying to claim Clayton got her knocked up.
Yeah. On date one, she's jumping into bed with these guys, trying to get pregnant
Back
with
in
twins.
my day, we'd call those kinds of people a slut.
Yes.
If you're
My
going
day
to be
too.
cavalier in your relationships, most people call you a slut.
She a little skanky.
That too.
And our people also say she's a bit of a slag in it.
I have not heard that one. Is that an East Coast thing?
Oh, okay. You're going to need to remove that flag behind you, please.
Which?
The Union Jack.
Really? Is that a Brit thing? I've never heard that.
I am so disappointed.
It's more Scottish than that. I probably should have some other
Flag?
flags.
Have you never watched Love Island? Not a single
No.
episode.
No.
How
Not
upsetting.
Love Island. No.
Any British reality show of any kind, they all call each other that. It's the highest of insults.
I must be behind because I like to watch, well, when I do, lots of older British stuff. I'm a little bit more classic British stuff.
So
That's
that
not
word
a phrase
was
I would have
thrown
heard.
around a whole fuck of a lot, especially in the very first season of Love Island,
That's
which is available on ITV. So get your VPN out, change it over to England.
All
Start
right.
watching.
All right. I'll have to do a little catching up because I
good.
need to be a little more hip to the UK slang.
Poor Jessica. Yeah, slag is like, in my opinion, probably significantly more offensive than slut.
Wow. Okay. And I follow some Brits, and I still have not heard that. Interesting. Echoes learns. See, Llama's not the only one that can learn things. I can learn things too. Echo learns.
I think we all learn.
Echo
If we
learns
stop
slang.
learning, I feel like life is over if you don't feel like you should ever learn anything ever again.
Well, it's like Jeep Daddy just got me this book too. Creative Cursing.
Yeah, you've spoken about it on a few streams.
Now I need the Brit. I haven't used it in a while, so let me because we're stopped and it's a good breather. Today's
If you want to call
word
a
pairing.
man something really mean,
well, that's crass.
use the word bellend.
Bellend.
That's
Sounds like
British
plumbing.
for that's a really mean thing to call a guy, and it's like the gland in the head of a penis.
The bellend. I get it. Makes sense to me. So today's word pairing, according to this, is fart fucker.
That's an interesting thing to fuck.
Yeah.
Probably difficult.
All right. I could see how that could be possible if we want to get anatomical, but I won't.
You're just fucking the air, stinky air fucking.
Tony Robbins queefing.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
There it is. I've made it work. All right.
I think.
Hopefully everyone's refilled their popcorn bowl by now. We're almost 2/3 of the way through. We're doing okay.
Chug along.
Okay. Yeah, chug along. See, without Jeep Daddy interrupting every 5 seconds and wanting to go on 10-minute Jeep Daddy rants, we can move things along a little more.
People show up to the stream for the Jeep Daddy rants too.
I know. I tell them they like him more than me, and I'm not offended by it. It's like, why do you think I brought you in? You stir the pot. It works.
I go on some Hellville rants sometimes.
You have to. You have to, especially if it's good stuff. If you're just kind of sitting there going, I agree. Okay.
Yeah. What kind of guest are you?
What kind of stuff are you watching that's so agreeable?
Or how much are you suppressing your personality?
Wallace comes to the rescue. Whoa. We love Jeep Daddy rants. I know.
No.
I'm gonna have to go through that and pick a bunch of clips, and maybe I'll share them around to people.
Yeah,
that want
Bruce, I like the alliteration. Educated echoes.
That works.
Yes, I love it.
I've got to start thinking about members' content. Okay, let me see. I should jot that down. Well, unlike
over in
Mama
my chat,
Owens,
they're talking about fiddle solos and stuff.
or maybe I flip it around and goes echoes educates. No, that's to the other way.
Are you a teacher?
Okay. Not currently.
Well, you could teach people vocabulary. You have a
Educating
very
echoes.
extensive one.
Maybe we change it to that. It's me getting educated, right? Okay.
The education of echoes. Echoes.
Well, Jeep Daddy will take it and run it through some robots, and then I'll have no creative control whatsoever. Oh dear. That's what happens. That's what happens. Whenever I send him some link, he's, I got to get my robots on. It's like, really? You can't just take 5 minutes and read this? Nope. They've got to sum it up for me. Okay, fine.
Have you, on voice mod, have you tried the banana voice?
Yeah. Actually, I don't have voice mod loaded right now, but
That's kind of where this one comes from. Oh. Yeah. Okay, so it's just a super high-pitched, girly. Oh, actually hear myself on. I can't hear it. No? You don't have your little ear engaged? See, I can't stand the voice mod and the latency. Because the latency for me on voice mod is 350 milliseconds. And I just start talking slower and slower because I can't keep up with it and listen to it at the same time. I watch most of these streams at 1.5. I know. See, it's fun. It's good stuff. I hear it. You got a little bit more modeling with voice mod than this thing, which just changes the pitch and I don't know what else. Secret herbs and spices. It's more like midget voice than squeaky voice. let's see. What's that song?
Oh wait, you're not supposed to use that word anymore.
We welcome
Little
you
voice.
to Munchkin Land. Fa la 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 la.
We're
Yes.
off to see the wizard.
The wonderful Wizard of Oz. Yes, the wizard because. No, that's not how it goes. If ever a wizard was, a Wizard of Oz is one because it's a wonderful thing she does. Way up high, there's a cubby hole that I dreamed of once in a lullaby.
We're missing Theodore. We're the child.
Simon. No, I think I'm pudgy enough to be Theodore.
No. Oh my god. I meant we're missing Simon.
Simon, that's right.
Yeah.
Alvin's, yeah, the smart one, the tall one. He left. He went to go have ribs.
Rude.
Ribs and probably potato salad.
Ooh. I'm picky with potato salad, but I love it.
You gotta do it right, because you don't want too much mayonnaise and you don't want too much mustard. And some people get weird by adding peas to it. Ew.
Blasphemy.
No. Mostly potatoes and some of the saucy stuff, and that's about all you need.
Or we could digress and talk about Mormon funeral potatoes, which is a whole nother ballgame.
I can't participate in that kind of conversation.
Mormon funeral potatoes are legendary. Legendary. And I've heard it best described as scalloped potatoes in dairy bukkake. That's the best description I've ever heard.
I've never heard of dairy bukkake.
I know. That's what makes it so amazing. You know, what is it? It's like cheese and it's different. There's different variations of it, but it's a liquidy, gooey, potatoey, cheesy mess. And it's casserole essentially, but it's a gooey, creamy potato casserole with lots of cheese in it. And the details vary depending on where you come from.
I wonder how closely related it is to well, I guess no, it wouldn't be anyway. It has cheese and stuff, so never mind.
Yeah. If you're not a dairy person, I would say it's potato heart attack casserole.
I am a dairy person.
There's enough cholesterol in one of those casserole dishes to put you 6 feet under. But it's so yummy. Usually there's lots of mayonnaise in it too.
Some of my dishes for the holidays and stuff, they have 5 bajillion eggs. I did not make the recipes. They're passed
lots
down.
of eggs.
Lots of eggs. So many.
Well, some people would say lots and lots of butter is the secret to everything.
Yes. Okay, Julia Childs.
Yeah.
Where's that voice?
What? Oh my God, IB. Jesus.
Oh.
Close.
Thank God I'm out of wine.
Okay, I think I better keep going. Back to the video.
I think I just sent you what I had from H&R Block, who had prepared it.
Are you saying, so I'm sure H&R Block gave you a copy for your own records of your signed and dated copy, did they not?
Butter did her good.
I can access it online, and that's how I sent it to you. I don't have a printed out copy of it. No.
Well, you're going to have to. I would ask you that you please go back to H&R Block, and I want a copy of the signed and dated return that was actually filed. Okay.
Okay. So the one that we sent you from their portal is not signed and dated.
No, it is not.
No,
it is.
Okay. So go and get that from H&R Block. And in the meantime, when I looked at your 2024 tax return, and you had H&R Block assisting you with that, correct?
Correct.
So presumably they knew what they were doing when it came to understanding what gross income is and that sort of thing.
Not according to her.
Yes, I was working with a preparer that I have not worked with before, and I was working over the telephone with them in several sessions.
When you've got that much paperwork to do, who does it over the phone? To HR Block. I mean, seriously. That makes no sense to me. Now, if you put in for our expenses, it should be this number. I mean, is this like the Jan Black equivalent to self-reporting our taxes? Trust me, bro.
Thank you, Fletcher Boy. I appreciate you subbing after a Big Tips stream earlier today. Hope you're enjoying yourself.
Hiya back to Fletcher Boy. Hey there, hi there, ho there.
It's Fletcher Boy's first time here.
Oh
Welcome.
dear. Oh dear.
To
Well,
hell
good thing Jeep Daddy has left. Don't want to scare off new prospects here.
Okay,
Oh, no,
so
virgin eyes.
the 2020
Not in my channel, not anymore. We'll make adults out of everybody.
for tax return shows like, well, let me back up. On your most recent amendment to the schedules, you claim under oath that gross business income for 2024 was $40,785, correct?
Again, I don't have the return here, so I'm relying on you to, yeah.
That's not the
That's what I
return I'm
said,
referring to. I'm referring to your schedules that were filed yesterday, that were docketed yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Well, we don't have that in front of us either.
Do you have that copy up now or no?
No, I don't.
I think we're going to have you come in for a deposition, ma'am, because this just isn't working. I wanted this to work where I could just go through the questions. I thought you would be more cooperative in terms of, admitting to the things that you signed under oath. But,
Okay, I have a
this
question.
relationship isn't working.
What about this family would make you think, Queen Jennifer, this is the dumbest thing you've said all day. What would make you think that they would be cooperative in any way, shape, or form? What in the history of this family
Queen
would lead you to
Jennifer, do
believe
you
that?
not know who you're talking to?
They're the most unreasonable people on the face of the planet. Or just about. Maybe not the
I can't
most, but
imagine.
pretty close.
They've got to know. They've got to know in that department what's going on. And this is just part of the, let's just let this lady take as much rope as she wants. At some point, we'll give it a tug, see what happens, see if it shakes some more apples off the tree.
Yeah.
Bruce says, depose, depose, depose. No. I want to hear it all. Yeah, I want to hear it all. I don't want anything happening behind closed doors with these people. I don't.
But like I said, I think, if I were Queen Jennifer, I actually would have sat there in silence waiting for her to get her fucking computer.
That would have been entertaining.
And it would have been like, I will have the judge hold you in contempt of court if you try to hang up or claim that there are tech difficulties or whatever.
Yeah. Well, I like how it ends.
Yes.
Oh, my phone's dying. Click.
Very satisfying.
Please. I'm not sure I believe that either, but I don't know. Last thing I would want to do is run out of battery power while I'm talking to the federal government. Especially if I was trying to commit bankruptcy fraud, apparently, in my opinion.
What a ridiculous, I don't know how message pinning works. Okay. What a ridiculous thing to say. Like, the whole thing is so stupid.
It really is. I mean, Lord love her for even trying. I think that's got to be what's going to happen next, right? Is we're going to schedule a deposition, and then we're going to have a private shit show, and then the judge is going to get all pissed off even more.
I think it will take the entire 8 hours. And
I
then
can't imagine
I
it
think
taking much
Queen
less.
Jennifer, having gotten absolutely nowhere, is going to write to the judge and make
Just
a
hold them in
motion
contempt.
to have an additional 8 hours.
I
I'll
was
just be
wondering
torturing
that.
you for 8 hours at a time until you tell me the truth.
I was wondering that how many times they can drag them in, and if there's restrictions on doing the depo.
Well, she has 8 hours, but I don't know if it's just a one-time thing or if she has the
Yeah,
option
that's
to bring them in
exactly.
for an additional 8 hours if they don't cooperate.
That's what I wonder.
Or
I would
if she
assume.
can she hold them in contempt of court, or does that have to be the
No,
judge?
I think that has to be the judge.
She could definitely make
She's
a
just a
motion to
trial
hold them
attorney.
in contempt of court.
Oh yeah, I think she could do a few more things than that. I don't know what the sanctioning power is of a DOJ trustee or the the trial lawyer for the DOJ, but I should assume that if there can be other penalties, including, I would think, again because I don't practice law, I don't know for sure, but I would think we could make referrals for federal charges.
Yep. Yeah.
And
over,
God forbid,
over to the U.S. attorney.
yeah, God forbid the IRS gets involved. If the
I
IRS
think
gets
she
involved,
might
this
make
is over.
referrals to several departments.
Yeah. That could get
And
this,
she should.
as she should. This sticky little wicket of mud they've driven their Jeep into that doesn't have four-wheel drive, they may just get stuck in it for a while.
See, that's a Britishism.
Oh.
A sticky wicket?
Sticky wicket. I've
But
played
you
lots
don't know
of croquet.
slag or bell end?
I know, it's not funny.
Ridiculous.
No, I've heard bell end. I haven't heard it used much. I think that one's a little bit more generational. And I would say older generation.
Oh, no. All the kids are using it on the Love Island.
Oh,
They're way
well.
younger than us.
Something old, something new.
What is
It's just
old
like,
becomes new again.
Yeah. Well, it's just like the youngsters I see in these parts. They're all wearing 90s baggy pants and such again. I'm like, oh, wow. Okay. That was an interesting cycle. After, skinny jeans generation. So it's like, well, look at that.
Skinny
Things are
jeans for
cyclical.
life.
What's that?
Skinny jeans for life.
Oh, well, to each their own, I suppose. I was a baggy pants guy. Although I do have skinny jeans, too. I've done it all now. I'm old enough.
I mean, I love a wide leg, don't get me wrong, but skinny jeans for most of the time. The wide legs, so if you wear wide leg jeans and it happens to rain,
Ew.
your jeans will weigh you down by like 45 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
If you are wearing skinny jeans, they won't even get in the rain at all.
That's a good point. And if
They're
they do
quite
get wet,
practical.
it's just a little bit in the back or something.
You don't get stuck on things. I'm very clumsy, so I walk into things all the time.
I never had the enormous like Jinko things where you could put like a gallon of milk down your pants or whatever. I never did that.
No.
I always
that.
kind of wanted to have some crazy ones once in a while, but that was verboten when I was younger. Damn cult. Took all the fun out of life.
You sitting there saying, I don't have a copy of it in front of me is just not going to work. We can have you sit in front of me and I'll put these documents in front of you.
Uh-oh. IB's calling me out. Maybe. Maybe not. I can neither confirm nor deny. That's all I'm saying.
Your recollection, though, is it not that you said that for 2024, you realized gross income of over $40,000 from your businesses? That's what you attested to under oath in the amendment that was docketed yesterday, correct?
Yes.
Well, your tax return claims that your total gross business income was just about $6,000. Are you aware of that?
I'm wondering whether you're looking at
The sigh.
the after expenses.
No, let's back up. You had an accountant.
Bruce. Really, Bruce?
I thought chaps.
Really, Bruce? No, not even assless chaps. No, I've not owned leather pants, unfortunately.
I have
They're
several.
expensive.
I
They're
love leather
expensive.
pants.
I haven't found... Well, actually, that's not true. I do kind of follow a comic who's got some sort of leather cargo pants. I'm like, there's something hot about those. Not sure what it is, though. I haven't seen any, otherwise I'd buy some.
Different for a chick, too, right? Like, I could wear leather leggings and it looks chic, put together.
Then you look like Trinity, from Matrix. And you're just like,
I've never saw that.
You've not seen Matrix? Oh, wow.
Nope.
There we go, folks. We need to have a watch party of Matrix with Hellville. It's okay. It's okay. It was a thing for its time. It's still okay. Feels a little dated now, but that's what happens to movies.
Keanu Reeves is timelessly hot.
Especially in that. He's quite a catch in that.
Dude,
Not
I loved him in Speed. I was just like,
you're just drooling. You're just standing here on a bus, but I'm in love.
The whole thing.
Wow. Wow. Danny was thinking Trinity from Love Island. No, Trinity from Matrix. Because she always had, the really skinny, tight, shiny leather pants. And then, the long ass coat.
I'm very behind on Love Island, though, so no spoilers, please. But Trinity is adorable. She was a starter.
I don't even know. I can't comment about Love Island. I can't. I don't watch shows like that. I can't.
It's
Just like I
great to
didn't
have on in the
watch-
background while you're doing other things because you don't need to pay attention to every single word.
I get that. Just like I'm not a Bachelor guy. I've not watched The Bachelor. So I had nothing to do with Clayton or knowing who he was.
I used to. I watched his season while it was airing.
Wow.
I thought he was an asshole.
You're close. Well, they sure. Well, he can have that when he wants to. He's like, you know what? I support this person. All of you need to back off because this has got my name and face on it. It's like, oh, okay.
Well, I think it's just his bluntness that
he is very forthright.
People are jarred by. But I think the editing made it seem a lot worse than it was. But in real life, that's something I'm a little bit blunt. I'm a little bit, I'm straightforward. I'm to the point. So like, it is something that actually resonates with me.
Yeah, why not?
Most people don't have an issue with me, so only people who deserve issues.
People who deserve some punishment.
Straight to the fires of Hellville.
Bye, IB. Good evening.
Bye, IB.
Farewell till tomorrow. We just see everybody every day. It's funny.
Do your tax return, and I think it's fair for us to presume an accountant understands what gross receipts means. Gross income.
Yeah, Danny, you're right.
So I'm looking at your tax return that you say was already filed. The gross receipts that it indicates for 2024 is only $6,704. That's what you filed with the IRS.
That may be for just one of the businesses. I'm not sure. I had looked at it and I looked it over twice and it seemed okay. So I'm not sure.
Well, I'm looking at your tax return. I'm looking at your tax return, and it shows the accountant that assisted you from H&R Block listed statement of profit and loss first for Nobody Told Me LLC, which realized gross receipts in 2024 of $6,704. Okay, does that sound about right?
Right. Okay.
Okay. Now the next page on your tax return says Quartet Farms LLC, and there's 0 for gross receipts on your tax return. The next page, you also have Lizmax, and that has no income. So let me ask you, where did you come up with this figure in the amendment that was filed yesterday showing $40,000 of gross receipts?
We pulled it out of our ass.
Yeah.
This is for 2024?
Yes.
Okay. Well, the 6,704 for Nobody Told Me is, I'm sure, from the whatever you call it, the 1099.
The whatchamacallits.
For Quartet.
Someone said in Tip live stream earlier, nobody told me that I can't pull numbers out of my arse, and I was just like cracking up. It was such a good one. They were making, I forget who it was. They were making like nobody told me joke after nobody told me joke after nobody told me joke, and they were all like excellently done.
They never remotely thought about their title.
Oh my God, John Wick. Dude, you can assassinate me.
I watched a little bit, yeah.
I'll take it.
I watched a little bit. Yeah, John Wick Chronicles were good.
I'll lick you.
Yeah. Hellville's on board.
My records, but we were running at a loss. And
I understand, Miss Naylor. You keep trying to disregard my emphasis on gross income. I asked you earlier, do you understand what gross income means? Do you understand what that means?
Yes, I do.
Oh, wait, hold on. So what is your understanding of gross income means that it's the total receipts that the business gets before paying out any bills, right?
Correct.
Okay, so you keep talking about how you were operating at a loss. It doesn't matter if the business is operating at a loss. Gross income is the revenue that was generated. And you deviated again, because my question was, you attested under oath in the filing yesterday that your gross business income for the year 2024 was $40,785. That's what you attested to in the filing yesterday, correct?
Yes.
But that seems to contradict your 2024 tax return that only claims about $6,000 of gross income. They are inconsistent. Can you explain that to me?
And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm explaining to you that the Nobody Told Me income, the 6,704, must be from 1099s that we received for Nobody Told Me. For Quartet, I don't believe we had any sales or income for 2024, any gross income. I don't believe we did because we were running at a loss. As far as Lizmax is concerned, we would have had.
Well, when we aren't profiting from it, that means that we don't have any income. Oh my God.
Yeah,
oh my God.
She just keeps saying the same thing, and like Queen Jennifer is literally trying to explain it to you like you're 5 and you're not getting it.
Queen Jennifer's probably looking for her hairbrush of like, what do I do with these people?
She's just trying to not get it though. Like she's she gets it. She knows what it is.
Yeah, she does. She's being deliberately obtuse.
She's playing. Wait, hold on. I have that one.
Oh.
She lied.
Oh, there we go. Do I have that one? I may not have that one. I shuffled through a bunch the other day. I have this.
This will get awkward.
Yeah, so do I.
This will get awkward.
This is my favorite one, though.
David's brain is smoother than a porn star's butthole.
That's probably
Yes, I
my
do
favorite
like that
still.
one. That was the Super Tits, right?
No, that was Lauren Knighty's mom.
Oh, even better. I was under the impression it was the Super Tits.
No, it was Lauren Knighty's mom.
Huh?
Lauren gave her mom that. I don't remember how it happened, but it was one of those things. I went, oh, I'm clipping that. I'm clipping it. I think I even posted it on my Twitter when it happened. It's the funniest thing.
It's douche canoe and pregnancy faker.
Yeah, there's a few things.
What?
Yeah. Do I have that? I should have what somewhere. Oh.
Steven's called me a dumbass.
Oh yeah. I actually have
some
the whole
classic
thing.
ones.
Steven's called me a dumbass. I'm a fucking moron.
Wow. Wow.
It's like
And
I
I
can't
know
leave
that
the
I've
fucking
given-
moron out.
That's fair. That's fair. I think I'd trim a little bit out of the middle just to keep it moving, but that's just me. And that one's so hot that it's being compressed down to nothing. Yeah, it's glitching out a little bit. All I can hear is a little bit of garbling because it's so hot. I think it's just clamping it down. Go back and listen to the stream and listen to it. You'll see. You might want to make
I
some.
will. I wonder if
make
there's
few
like
tweaks.
'cause the volume is up on them. I don't know.
Yeah, it might be too much. Sometimes, and this is hard to figure out because there's no way to see it visually. StreamYard will overcompress stuff if it gets too hot.
You know what
sometimes
happened?
your other devices will too.
So some of my sounds I actually recorded with my cell phone because I don't know actually how to clip a sound from like a video.
It's messy. I've got a few things. I use OBS to capture it, and then I use DaVinci to cut it.
I don't have OBS or DaVinci.
Yeah, and they're huge. They take up a lot of hard drive space. And then you got to learn the damn things, and that's been a couple-year process for me.
I have the
Fun
visual
stuff.
stuff. That's how I was able to pump out the Schmear campaign merch.
Yeah. Well, kind of like Roz. You know, Roz? Isn't Roz like a graphic designer or something like that? I forget. Yeah. I don't know all of her secrets yet. She said once she wants me on her show, but it hasn't happened yet.
Everyone wants you on their show, but it doesn't happen.
I'm like number one on their list, and it never
So rude.
happens. Well, I mean, Bacon's proud of herself now. She's finally scratched me off of her ticker tape.
Finally. Yes.
I thought, do I play harder to get a little while longer? Yeah, let's just get it over with. No, it was fun. A lot of people enjoyed it, I guess. And she's a hoot. Bacon's hysterical. All right, let's see. Can we finish this? I wonder if we can finish this thing tonight.
Tax preparer.
I don't think so.
Details
We'll be close.
on the revenue that we had gotten from.
We're an hour and 32 and 30 seconds. And
Maybe
we're
I
at
should be more clear. I will not finish this tonight.
Okay, well, that's fine. And you can bounce whenever you need to.
I think I need to leave around 12:30 tonight because I need to make up a little bit of sleep from last night.
You and me both. I cannot do a midnighter. So I've got to get this done in about 42 minutes.
LizMax.
Maybe I'll
we
speed
did
it
have
up to 1.5.
rental income from LizMax, and so I'm not sure how she interpreted that or whether that was a mistake in her.
Oh, okay, you want to say, so you're saying the accountant made a mistake, like the lawyers in the past? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that I had given her the information that there was no attempt to hide any income whatsoever because.
Well, then answer my question. You keep not answering my question. How did you come up with the figure of $40,785 of gross income from business that was filed yesterday? Where did you get that figure from?
My ass.
You tell me how you calculated it.
I'm sure that is from the
maybe Laura's
nobody
ass.
told me
I don't
income.
know.
It is from the Liz Max income from whatever rental we had gotten from that. And if there was any income for Quartet, but again, I don't believe that there was. So I believe that it's correct to say that there was zero income for Quartet. And as far as Liz Max is concerned, I'm going to have to go back and check and see because I know that I had given the accountant the information on the rental income that we did have from Liz Max. So why it didn't translate, I think perhaps it didn't translate because we had massive losses from that. But I'm saying what we had given to you in the docket with regards to 40,000 in business income in 2024, I'm sure is accurate.
Okay, so you're saying that your federally filed tax returns are inaccurate.
No, I'm saying I need to look at how she calculated that.
Well, there's an itemization of gross receipts, and it says zero for Liz Max and for Quartet, and it only says 6,700 for nobody told me.
I think maybe she was in putting that in there that maybe she was saying that we hadn't gotten any 1099s for Liz Max or for Quartet, any documented government stuff that would. I'll have to look because I do know that I gave her that information and she may have put it, elsewhere. I mean, we didn't have any W-2s or 1099s or anything like that would have been associated with Liz Max or Quartet on the 2024 income tax. That would have only been for nobody told me.
All you have to do is look.
I like this theory from Jennifer C. The tax return is unsigned and undated. It is missing information. I don't think she finished the work with the tax prepper and is not actually filed with the IRS. That's a sound theory. It's a sound theory. Show me the tax returns and show me that it was accepted. Yeah.
With the bank statements to see the gross revenue, correct?
Lie to me.
To me.
Don't lie to me. It's Snape.
Oh, yes, she will. Give her some Veritas serum.
Love it.
No, not... Well, I mean...
Just umbrage the hell out of her. Oh, come right in, dear. Would you like some tea?
I looked at the bank statements and I was able to calculate.
Would you like a kitty? I have plenty of cat plates.
Mine must be upstairs.
Would you like a very special quill of mine?
The gross income of each of the
special quill.
Never use the special quill. Note to chat: never use the special quill.
Entities for the 18-month period for which you gave me the bank statements. In any event, this is something that I'm going to have to pursue in a deposition with you because, again, I need you to have these documents in front of you. One of the things that you did finally admit to in your recent filing is that you are paying the living expenses of your daughter, Laura Owens, correct?
Laura Owens.
And you state in schedule...
Boy, is she owing.
So much to so many.
Boy, is she owing. I've got to fix that in chat. There we go.
Jay, that your monthly expenses for her, and you refer to her as a dependent, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and you say...
Jan's problem is she used the Quick Notes quill. That's what happened here. Yep. I don't know what other options there are, but I think that's what happened.
Verbal diarrhea.
I'm sorry, Queen Jennifer. We used the Quick Notes quill instead of the Anecdotes quill. Oops.
Well, where did you put this? Let me see. Hold on.
Eyes were glistening with the ghosts of the past.
With the ghosts of Ron Owens' past.
It actually pisses me off that she has like 3 different names. Why?
Mommy has 3 names?
Yeah.
I only know 2. What's the third?
Well, Elizabeth Ann Naylor, Elizabeth Owens, and then Jan Black. Why?
Oh, why? That's why I hyphenate them. Elizabeth Ann Naylor Owens.
I know, but poor Queen Jennifer can't figure out whether to call her Miss Naylor or Mrs. Owens.
I was wondering if it's like deliberate now. It's like it's right there in front of her.
She probably is like DBA. As
you know what? We make sure we get both personalities. So depending on which personality she's talking from, we make sure we cover for them both.
Well, legally, she probably never changed her name to Owens. So maybe she opened the Luck shop under Owens so that it wouldn't look like it was part of their stuff.
I've wondered that too. And it's ironic to me that because I've done, some digging into her childhood, she wasn't going by Jan Black, as far as I can tell, as a high schooler, when she claimed she did. Oh, when I started my radio career in Albuquerque when I was a teenager in high school, I went by Jan Black so as not to be confused with Elizabeth Taylor. Bullshit. There's no evidence of that.
No one would ever confuse
there's a news
you
article.
with
There's
Elizabeth
a news
Taylor.
article. There's a news article calling her Elizabeth Naylor, and a picture of her too, as a child, as a teenager.
I'm sure she wasn't really much of a looker.
No, and it was in black and white and grainy and old. I've got the clipping somewhere. It's a scan. Please, these fake origin stories just drive me crazy.
Let me just go.
Campaign girl by the U.S. Attorney. Jenny.
Excuse me, who is that? You, Miss Naylor, speaking?
Not me. Not me.
Somebody just again.
Not me, did it.
Okay, I am looking at your statement of financial affairs that was docketed yesterday, and it says that you have for between 2024 and 2025 that you gave gifts to
Laura
Laura
under Laura's name, but they're paying for it. But they refuse to say that they have interest in the car.
In it, yeah. It's so weird. Well, we just use it. It's really hers, but we pay for it, but we both use it.
We're just trying to confuse you as much as possible, except you're unconfusable.
If we did that with the toilet paper, if we did that with toilet paper in the house, you would be grossed out.
And in the total amount of $19,608. Correct?
That I gave what to her?
You gave gifts through ongoing monthly support to your daughter Laura Owens of $19,608.
How much is the take?
Okay.
Wow.
That's what you said in your sworn statement. Correct?
Correct. Yes, I couldn't understand what you had said. Correct.
Okay. Well, tell me how you calculated that amount.
Cindy.
From the fact that we pay for her car.
No, I need to know specifically how you came up with that number. I don't need generalities. I want to know specifically how you came up with the amount $19,608. What does that include for the period 2024 to 2025?
It includes clothing. It includes food. It includes whatever the housing.
It includes taking Mummy to the horse shows. And berries. Don't forget berries.
Cindy asked, or not Cindy, Sarah asked, when's the next time I'm streaming again? Well, if Echoes doesn't finish tonight and I'm invited back to the next one, then I'll probably be on part 3. Otherwise, I think I'm not sure because I have plans every day this weekend. So
there you go.
Maybe Sunday night, maybe Monday. We'll see.
Wow. Stay tuned. Make sure you hit your notification bell for when Helvo goes live.
Yes, and I will try to I'll try to schedule, if I'm doing like a Reddit reading, I'll try to schedule it ahead of time. But if like Owen's stuff drops, then like I'm not going to really read Reddit, unfortunately, but I mean, this stuff is pretty good too, so.
You pounce on it when it happens.
Yes, but do feel free to watch me on the replay as well. To get the watch hours up so that I could eventually monetize when I get enough subscribers.
Get her to that 1K, folks, so she can hit the money buttons.
Yeah.
Get that 1K. Get that money.
Would be, it includes the car, the insurance. It includes the basic, life necessities.
Well, I know what you're telling me it includes, but how did you calculate it? Like, what amount did you attribute for that 2-year period to food?
Best guess estimates,
well, you came up with this figure recently, and you came up with a very specific figure of $19,608 or whatever it was. Let me go back there. $19,608. That's a very specific amount, Ms. Naylor, and I want to know how you calculated it. Do you have an itemization somewhere that you wrote down, like what it was that you included in that as gifts to your daughter?
I was ballparking it.
You ballparked a number and said $19,608 for a ballpark figure?
Well, again,
That's a round number,
talking about day-to-day living expenses and having to go back.
No,
and
I'm
figure
asking
out,
you, you just said that you ballparked a figure. If you're going to ballpark a figure, wouldn't it be a round number? You said $19,608. That's a very specific number. How did you ballpark a figure at $19,608?
See, that's what it sounded like when I farted.
That's just what happened. I farted that out. Wallace, thanks for the Canadian 10 pesos. Then we shall make it rain Canadian pesos in hell. Oh, see, watch out. Hopefully the exchange rate will be better by the time that happens. Thanks, Wallace. If I can figure out how to forward pesos, I'd forward some dribbles over to Hellville too. I don't know how to do that crap yet. And YouTube's being a pain. Yeah, well, Google's being a pain in the butt. The money thing is a nightmare.
Well, all good. You are monetized, so you get the money.
I haven't gotten it yet. It's kind of accruing,
Still?
and I'm trying to figure out what it wants.
They're holding it hostage.
Kind of.
What kind of negotiations do you need? I could help.
I might need breadsticks.
Okay.
Cheesy breadsticks, please.
I can't make them, but I could buy them.
And maybe a little tub of marinara sauce to dunk them in.
That's my favorite thing to dip a breadstick into. Anyone that dips it into some other thing is like weird.
And what I like to do is like get powdered Parmesan cheese and kind of mix it into the marinara too. Yeah.
Good combo.
Yeah.
Good combo.
Yeah. Can't go wrong.
But the sauce has to taste good. It can't just be like crappy sauce.
And it usually is, and that's the problem.
Yeah.
Sometimes I use my own. It's just better.
Particularly like the cost of the car, the cost of the insurance, the estimated, living things. I mean, just what she would have been, entitled to. I don't want to calculate
never
or
be allowed to
keep
meet
track
telephonically
of
or
everything. I'm
remotely
trying to
ever.
estimate that this is.
So you gave an amount of $19,608 for as ballpark figures. That you just came up with that out of nowhere? Just a made up figure?
And also, Debbie, your other comment.
It's not a made up figure.
I think she is looking at it. I think that's how she knows all the numbers when it suits her, but doesn't know about it when Queen Jennifer is asking her.
When she's getting grilled, she conveniently has no idea.
Yeah.
It's very conditional.
Very convenient for her.
Very convenient.
When she knows things versus when she doesn't.
Little geezer stuffed crazy bread. Oh, that used to be good back in the day. I'm not sure it's so good anymore.
I've never had Little Caesars.
It used to be really good back when I was young. Or at least that's my memory of it. That could be a tainted memory. It may have always been iffy. I don't know.
Estimates that I figured, were accurate.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. This was supposed to cover the period, according to your own sworn statement here, for 2024 through 2025, correct?
Correct.
And you say that included amounts that you were funding for her car and car insurance?
Correct.
Well,
because we also share, we share the car with her.
Well, whose name is the car in? Whose name is the car in?
The car is in her name.
Okay, so I just calculated, if you take the amount of the car payments and the car insurance payments for a 2-year period, that's over $25,000. So clearly, the figure that you gave for gifts is understated, wouldn't you say?
Well, again, I would say that part of that car expense and that insurance expense is used by us. And I would also mention the fact that the car and insurance costs have recently really soared compared to what they were in 2024 and 2025 because of the bankruptcy situation. The car costs soared, as did the insurance.
Let me ask you. You're claiming that you have some kind of equitable interest in the car. Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm saying that we use the car, that my husband and I use the car.
Well, you use the car, but do you claim that you have any kind of interest in that vehicle?
What is that?
I mean, we pay the.
We're only interested when we drive.
I'm asking if you claim any interest in the car, Mrs. Owens. Do you claim any interest?
Interest?
In
What?
Vehicle?
I'm not that interested in it. It's just a car. I'm not that interested. What do you mean? I'm not that interested.
It's our daughter's car, but we're interested when we need to use it.
I'm not really a car person. I don't know.
I have to make Laura drive me around because I shouldn't drive.
No, with these cognitive abilities in this family, no one should be driving.
There should be competency evaluations all around.
Yes.
I think they would find nothing. I think a competency eval would find nothing with these people.
Yeah, they have none.
It's a mental game.
They're incompetent at life.
I haven't ever even thought about it.
Well, Amanda, think about it now. Do you claim any type of equitable interest in any entitlement to that car? Yes or no? I need a yes or no answer. You need to. You either do claim that you have some kind of ownership or equitable interest in the lease, or you claim that you do not. Which is it?
I've seen a couple of new sit-down Pizza Huts get built in various places. I was shocked when I saw that.
There are a bunch overseas as well. And Trish, yeah, I actually thought the same thing the first time I heard it, like while I was listening live. What do you mean for housing?
Expense? Yeah.
You house her. Why would she need expenses
She's on your
for
property.
housing? She's not. Are you paying rent for her to pay rent to you? What do you mean?
That's weird. She doesn't even clean her bathroom. There are all this products piled up. It looked messy, in my opinion.
Yeah, it did not look like a happy bathroom. Just
No,
hire
well, it's kind of
someone.
like my house. I don't have a happy house either. There's just stuff piled everywhere.
Oh yeah, I have
It
stuff
happens.
piled there. I have a shopping problem, so.
Yeah, sometimes I do too. And then, clothes pile up. It's terrible.
Yes. Kitty cat thinks it's an obstacle course.
Ooh, is there something to hide under there?
No,
Should
he's
I
like,
live under
"Ooh,
that pile?
I can jump that way. And then, oh, wait, I see another spot I can jump to that way. And then, up that way. And then down that way. And then over.
Wow. The last cat I had would burrow under piles of things.
He loves parkour.
Okay. Very ambitious.
The mat by the back door, we have like a mat to wipe our feet on. And it is never actually like straight and on the ground because he does his zoomies right over to the back door. And sometimes
always
he hits
sliding
the door
around.
and it slides with him on it when he goes to pivot and turn around. He's so funny. I don't know why he's not down here gracing me with his tuxedoed presence.
Oh, it's probably because he's sleeping.
But my husband and I are not on it. I would think that legally, no, we don't. But from a practical standpoint, we pay for it. So,
well, you pay for it as a gift to your daughter, you said. That's what you included in the gifts that you listed on the Statement of Financial Affairs, right?
Yes. Yes.
Well, let me ask you, when you put down in the amount of, and I guess what I'm going to have to do is ask you formally for documents, and I'm going to be asking for copies of all the insurance between 2024 through today, so I can see it precisely. And you're claiming that it soared, that all of a sudden it's a much higher amount. But I want to know how much you have been paying exactly on insurance and the vehicle lease, so we can figure out how you came up with this $19,000 gift figure. But I'm wondering, does that figure include the $3,500 of payments you made to your daughter's criminal defense attorney in July of 2025?
Oh, here we go. Finally, the good stuff.
What?
Does the $19,000 include that?
Yep.
The $19,000 was just in terms of basic, expenses.
Okay, so your bank records reflect that on July 9th, 2025, you paid $1,500 to Josh Colesrud. Then on July 10th, 2025, you paid $1,500 to Josh Colesrud. And on July 11th, 2025, you paid $500 to Josh Colesrud. So that's a total of $3,500 to Josh Colesrud, who was...
That's not very much.
No, but I think it's a lot more than that. They're just doing it in small installments, so it's less noticeable.
Yeah, well, we know that they left for ethical reasons. I think those ethical reasons were we're not getting paid.
Well, my question is, the money that they did pay him, was that
the
money that Laura owes him?
I should think it was at least $10,000.
Yeah, I would think so too.
Just for starters, for initial retainer. It's probably more like 20. I don't know. I have no idea.
Interested to see what the what transactions were made on Sarah's account during that time
Sure
period.
would like to see that too. I think she's going to get a financial enema here soon too.
I don't know. Tiff kind of said
Tiff was a little unsure.
Probably, maybe, possibly not. But there might be some stuff. Like it might be a little bit
goes out
of a probing. Yeah, there might be a little bit of a probing, but just not like to the extent that they wouldn't do a full examination like this, for example.
No. They're only interested in what these debtors pro se have been, shuffling about and where it's gone out to. And of course, what's
also,
come in.
I would hope that, again, I don't know. I feel like I hold Sister Sarah and Christian in higher regard because they've kept the fuck quiet.
They're
Only
slipping on
go
my
in to do
list.
that. Well, yeah, they're shitheads, obviously, but like I would think that if most of the money is coming from them, ultimately, that they would like hire a lawyer. If the DOJ comes knocking, they should just be like,
Jesus. If I were them, I would have
Talk
hired
to our
one a year
lawyer.
ago.
yeah,
It's like,
well,
shit, baby sis is getting charged with felonies.
and
Oh,
I might
crap.
be involved.
Oh crap, she's used my videos in sonogram. Damn it.
Oh, my mom is making me using my bank accounts to basically like lose their money to pay for
Not
this
good.
shit.
Not
I
good.
would have said no. I don't know.
Yeah, well, she is a product of this messed up system, so she's not going to be perfect. Even if she sort of got out. Sort of.
I think she's more involved. I just think she's publicly uninvolved.
She's more socially aware of what not to do in public, unlike her sister.
And parents.
And parents. Well, her parents are stupid and, want to show their wrinkles. And, yeah, they just can't keep their mouths shut.
Yeah.
She can.
None
She's
of them
done pretty
can.
well keeping their mouth shut.
They're verbal diarrhea family. Like it's like IBS of the mouth.
Yeah. How Sarah dodged that one is impressive.
Yeah.
It's wild.
So I am turning into a pumpkin.
Then bounce.
Yeah. If you do
Bibbidi
make it
bobbidi
through
boo.
this, then I commend you.
I'm going
Thank
to
you for
try.
having me back.
I'm gonna try. Well, thanks for coming
And
on.
if you don't make it through the whole thing and you do end up doing a part 3, I would be happy to join as well. So just
Okay,
keep me
very
posted.
good.
And if not, then perhaps I will stream on Thursday and do a Reddit reading if nothing else comes out. So we'll see. what happens.
Perfect.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes. We love to decide if people are assholes or not.
I know. It's a good thing to glean out of Reddit. Am I the
Yeah.
asshole? Yes.
It's like the main time in life where you are absolutely allowed to be judgmental as you want.
Well, when people ask the open-ended question and you get to give a response.
People ask for your judgment. You get to judge.
Oh, I do that even if people don't ask.
Oh yeah, same. Usually
That's,
in my head. I try to keep it. I mean, my face though.
Yeah,
my face
yeah,
gives
the
away
inner
my
monologue. Right. Sometimes I just can't help it and I just blurt it out. Whoops,
Yeah,
sorry.
If my mouth doesn't
sometimes
fit
my
it,
impulse
my
control
face
gets shut
will.
off. Yes.
I have a very expressive face, so
The face betrays you.
it does very much.
Oh my goodness.
But anyways, yes, good night to everybody saying good night. I appreciate you all. Thank you for being here.
Yay.
Thanks for hopping over to my stream too. Make sure to follow me, make sure to like my stream too, and make sure to catch it on the replay if you missed any of it. And make sure to go to healthillhere.myspreadshop.com if you want a proud member of the fake schmear
The
campaign
schmear
shirt
campaign.
or backpack or whatever your heart's desire, mug.
Get the
whatever.
schmear merch.
Yeah, get the schmear merch.
Love it.
All right, I will see you the next time something ridiculous happens, I guess.
Lovely. Well, until then, good night.
Yeah. Bye, guys. Thanks for coming to our TED Talk.
See you later.
See you later.
Well, let's see if I can power through to the end of this thing. What do you think, folks? Maybe I'll
Your
make
daughter's
it.
criminal defense attorney at one point. Is that correct?
We'll see. We'll just keep going, and if I make it for 3 hours, then I've met my quota.
Correct.
So why didn't you include that in? Was that when you paid that money? Was that a gift to your daughter?
No.
It wasn't something I was thinking of one way or the other.
I was just giving her
It's a legal
money.
expense.
Well, it wasn't your legal expense. It was your daughter's legal expense, right?
Correct.
So why isn't that included among the amount that you gifted to your daughter on your sworn statements?
Again, because I don't really consider that a gift. I consider that a legal expense.
Of your daughter, correct?
Well,
You're going to
yes,
you're going to
but
claim.
also-
Wait a minute. Just stop. Are you going to sit here and claim that the attorney payments to your daughter's attorney, Mr. Colesrud, was anything for you other than a payment for your daughter's criminal defense? That was for her criminal defense. He was her lawyer, not your lawyer, right?
Well, we share lawyers.
well, part of our family businesses, including our podcast, Nobody Told Me, and that she was a part of. So I think that helping her defend herself on that helps the family overall and the family businesses overall. I mean, that's so. I think that it's not something that you can just say, oh, that's just to help her. That it needs to be done for the family reputation as well.
Okay, so you're going to deny that the money that you paid to your daughter's criminal defense attorney were gifts to her?
Well, I'm
asking you if you're denying that. Either you admit that they were gifts or you don't. Yes or no? Just tell me yes or no. If you don't think they were gifts, say, I know I don't think they were gifts. If you do believe they were gifts,
I'm saying I don't see it as a gift. I see it as an expense for the reputation of the family.
Okay.
And our ability to go forward with regard to some of the businesses that we've had.
Well, is the Nobody Told Me podcast still ongoing?
It's still available online, and we are still making some income from it. And yeah.
Okay, let's see. I understand that you currently hold $7,000 in cashier checks that were not previously disclosed when you first filed this case on May 22nd. Is that correct?
I did not hold the $7,000 in cashier's checks on May 22nd. I just recently took those out.
Why did you take out $7,000 of cashier's checks since filing this case?
We want,
and you took it out of-
we want movable liquid funds. Movable liquid funds that aren't sitting in a bank account waiting to be seized. We don't want you touching them. They're our money. They're our money.
What, your bank account that you had at the time of the bankruptcy filing?
Yes, I took it out. It was because we did not set up the debtor in possession accounts. And we didn't do those because we had early on realized that we wanted to dismiss this. And the
we were
money
going to
that
dismiss
goes
it from the
into
beginning.
Our account is Social Security and pension income. And going forward, because we weren't continuing with the Chapter 11, it didn't seem to make sense to set up the DIP account. And also my understanding was that I really would need an attorney to go with me to set up those accounts. And as we previously discussed, we were unable to find counsel for that. So I didn't know whether that was actually going to be required of me since we have filed for a dismissal. So I wanted to protect the money that has been in those accounts and to take it out as cashier's checks that I have on hand if it were to be required that I set up the
I don't believe her. I don't believe her. That's why she did this. It's very convenient. I mean, you could write yourself a check with your own checkbook, but to do them in cashier's checks, I don't believe her. I think we're moving money around and hoping that it doesn't get noticed. Although, if you're given the Department of Justice bankruptcy trustee all of your bank statements, they're going to see stuff going in and out. It's very odd to me.
The accounts, I wanted to have that cash available.
I think Debbie may have it. Jan doesn't want to say that the GoFundMe money went to Laura's attorney fees, and they did. Among other things. Well, this is why we're so messy with our accounting. If we can't demonstrate things clearly going in and things clearly going out to what they, all the places they could go, then it's well, that's not what we meant to do. Well, our pension covered that. It wasn't the GoFundMe money. We weren't committing GoFundMe fraud, if it's convenient for us to say that. Queen Jennifer.
Or the money available to deposit if need be.
All right. So what account did you take those $7,000 of cashier checks out of?
That was taken out of our main checking account, 0140. I believe it all came out of that account.
And what was the source of the cashier's checks? Who issued those to you?
Bank of America.
Well, let me ask you. When I'm looking at the time that you filed this case on May 22nd, you said that there was only $100 in the Bank of America account ending 0140. So was that false?
No, that was true.
So then when did that $7,000 go into the account 0140?
On July 1st.
May they be ruthless to the Owens family. That's all I will say. May they be equally, if not more so, ruthless.
It was. We got our pension checks on the first of the month, and so there were. That's what it had come from the monthly deposits.
But it doesn't. Your pension checks don't come out to be a round number of $7,000. So I don't understand. Like how many cashier's checks do you have?
I have one for $1,000 and one for $6,000.
Okay, and you got the cashier's checks drawn from your own account that held $7,000 in it.
Where'd that come from?
It held more money than that in it, but that money was being used to pay for day-to-day living expenses, and we had an automatic withdrawal coming up for the car insurance, and so I did not close those accounts, but took the majority of what was in there out, so that again, if I were required to do the debtor in possession accounts, I would have the funds to do it.
Okay. I'll have to see. I mean, you're not to spend that money. Do you understand that?
Correct.
Okay. At this point,
I thought everything was already spent. I thought everything that came out already had gone. Everything that went in already came out. They're operating at losses. That's what she said. How do we have extra $7,000 laying around? It's a miracle. It's a Festivus miracle that we have $7,000 in cashier's checks. Curious.
Be mindful of the fact that you're in bankruptcy and you can't be like taking money out of accounts and then hiding it like that. Maybe you should.
Right, and that's why I had it. That's deliberately why I had it in cashier's checks, so that it would be very clear that
I had it so that it wasn't. Oh God, I can't. It's too late. Keep going.
Attempting to hide it.
Okay, well maybe you should just deposit it back in there. I don't know what's going to happen with the dismissal. I know that we have a hearing on the 27th. If the judge at that point, I mean, I think what you need to do is put it back into your account. Is what I think you need to do.
Well, would it be possible for me to set up a different account, because I had gotten notified by Bank of America that as of August 10th, they are closing our business account for Quartet Farms, and I'm concerned that they might close the other account that we. Could I open? Would I have your permission to open an account with a credit union and deposit that money in the credit union account?
What I'm going to say is this. I think that you are.
How many different accounts all over the planet do we have between banks and credit unions? Should they be looking a little deeper? I mean, are there unnamed accounts? Are there unnamed accounts going along with this? Is there an offshore account in Costa Rica? I don't know. It's suspicious. Or as the kids would say these days, it's sus.
Currently in a Chapter 11 bankruptcy that has not been dismissed, and therefore your obligation is to open up a debtor in possession account, and that's what you should be doing. That's all I'm going to say. You have to determine for yourself. I can't give you legal advice, but that has been your obligation since the day you filed this case, that you were required to open a debtor in possession account, and you have not. So I'll just leave it at that. So are you still supporting your daughter, Laura Owens?
Yes.
Yes.
And does she earn any income on her own?
No.
She has been unable to.
Well, my answer is
she's unable to because of that smear campaign. She can't go and berate men for clout and building her brand anymore. We can't extort men like Clayton Echard for $1.4 million if we don't drop collateral lawsuits, suing him for money if he doesn't drop paternity things. Oh, she can't make her money as a self-help podcaster. Oh, the poor Laura Owens. Oh no, she can't work. She can't work a regular job like at Dairy Queen or someplace, evidently.
See, that's just listen to my question. Does your daughter earn any income of her own currently? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. So I understand just from public information that your daughter has a private criminal defense attorney currently, correct?
Correct.
Are you paying for that attorney?
No.
Who's paying for that?
I don't know. I have not addressed this with her. She knows that we don't have the funds to pay her. And
Are we looking around the room to see how to answer the question? Long pause. Who's paying for it? Anybody? Bueller, Sarah, Bueller, Laura, Bueller.
I know she's been.
You have no idea how you have no idea how your daughter who lives with you and who completely relies on you for all of her support is paying for a criminal defense attorney for pending felony counts against her?
That's what I'm saying.
Is that what you're telling me? You have no idea?
That's what I'm saying, Queen Jennifer.
Is that what you're saying?
I know that she has been working to. Pardon me?
I'm asking if that's what you're expecting me.
Pardon me? Who's she talking to? She's not talking to Queen Jennifer. There's other people. There's other people in the room. Other people in the room.
Go
ahead.
I'm telling you, she knows that we don't have the funds to help her at this point, and so she.
I wonder if Laura was sitting right there, flailing around, saying, "Don't talk about me. No. I wonder. I don't know. I wasn't there, but I wonder.
He has, reached out to others to help her with this.
So
And the details of it, I don't know.
So you have no idea how your daughter's paying for her current criminal defense attorney. Is that what you're saying?
I don't believe her.
I'm saying.
No, is that what you're saying? Either you do not know or you do know. Do you know?
I'm saying we told her we can't help.
When we have to evade the question, we're not telling the truth. We're not telling the truth. Because we can't say no, because that's a perjury trap. We can't say we don't know when we do know. That's a perjury trap. We can't say we do know and then not give the information. That's also a perjury trap. This whole series of questioning for the last 2+ hours, well, almost 2 hours, is nothing but a series of perjury traps that she's walking into just about every single one of them. And I'm delighted by that.
Help her with it, and I know that she has reached out to others to help her, and I don't know the details.
Okay, so you're expecting me to believe that the daughter that you support fully and who lives with you has not told you how she's able to pay for her criminal defense attorney currently. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's
All right.
36.
Okay. One of the things. All right, let's move on. One of the things that you put in the Schedule I that you just filed, all of a sudden you decided to disclose that you get income from this Nobody Told Me podcast, and you had never previously disclosed that in your prior Chapter 13 or your original Chapter 11 schedules, correct?
Correct, because again, it was an LLC, and it has been absolutely decimated.
Okay, I don't, you're saying, you're giving me some reason that doesn't make any sense to me, but all of a sudden, for the first time, you have decided that you were going to disclose that Nobody Told Me generates income to you of $50 per month.
Laura could get off her skinny ass and have a job. She could. I don't know that Barry's would want to hire her necessarily. You know, supposedly she did that whole, what was that, trainer certification at one point early on, just before meeting Clayton, allegedly. Could have done that if she still had her certification. She spends a lot of time at Barry's. She does. Allegedly, she's there frequently. That would be, you know, she could work at Barry's Boot Barn. Or she could work at McDonald's or Burger King or Safeway or any other number of entry-level jobs for someone who, you know, has never worked a day before in their life and learn what a day's work takes. Might cramp her style, might chip her nails, but she could. She could certainly do that. Might even get work release if you get convicted of something. I don't know.
That's the first time you've ever disclosed that was on this filing from yesterday, right?
Right.
Okay. So let me ask you something. You keep talking about expenses and you say you understand what gross income means. Why didn't you disclose on Schedule I of your documents of your that was filed yesterday? If you look at Schedule I, it requires for business income, and Nobody Told Me LLC is a business, correct?
It's a what? I'm sorry, you broke up there.
Nobody Told Me LLC is your business. It's a business.
Correct.
Why didn't you report this $50 of income on item line 8A, which asks for net income from operating a business? Why didn't you do that?
Because it's so small.
Well, I'm sorry, Miss Naylor, you don't get to decide where things go on the forms just because you think it's trivial. You need to fix this, and you need to properly report this on item 8A. And one of the things that you will see is that item 8A requires that you attach a statement for each business showing gross receipts, ordinary and necessary business expenses, and then the total monthly net income. So you need to do that, okay?
Okay.
All right, and I also understand that you failed to pay the filing fee for the amendment that was just docketed yesterday. Can you explain why you didn't pay that fee?
We did pay the fee.
When did you pay it?
We paid it yesterday. We spoke to Raquel in the.
Okay, but you didn't.
We amended something yesterday and paid it. Paid $34. Is that what you're talking about?
I'm talking about the fact that at docket 74, the court or the clerk issued a notice that you failed to pay the fee with respect to this amendment filed at docket 78.
Well, it has been paid.
Okay, well, you're saying it was paid yesterday. Well, okay, I'm just telling you, I'm looking at docket 74 from yesterday that said that the $34 fee was not paid, but now you're saying it was paid?
Yeah.
Okay. Also, one of the things that you failed to include in your amendment was the summary of assets and liabilities. Can you explain to me why you didn't include that required document?
Again, as an oversight, again, this is why I have filed to dismiss this, because I'm not an attorney and I don't have the ability, to do this. I know a lot of attorneys don't even handle Chapter 11, they handle 7 and 13, but they don't handle 11 because it is so complicated and it's clearly way above my pay grade.
Yes, it is.
Okay, well, you need to file that
It is very above your pay grade. Being honest seems to be above your pay grade, too, in my not so humble opinion. But that's between you and Queen Jennifer to sort through that big mess.
So you need to amend Schedule I to move the income from Nobody Told Me up to item 8A, and you need to file a summary of assets and liabilities. Okay?
Okay.
Also, I believe you were required to file a monthly operating report on June 21st for the last month, showing your income and expenses for the last month of May. But you didn't do that. Can you explain why?
Again, because we had filed for dismissal, I was thinking that this would be dismissed and that would not be required.
Okay. Let me ask you, I want to make sure that there aren't other accounts that you previously had that you haven't disclosed. Did you have a Wells Fargo account?
Yes.
At some point in the last few years?
Yeah, I did. I had a checking account that I think it had like under, I don't know, it was overdrawn last I heard.
Well, did you close the account?
Last I heard. An account you have and you think you just hear things? Wow. Last I heard. Well, I mean, if you have it, you can look it up, right? Was it just a drop-off zone for just free money, spare money, slush fund, couch cushion money?
I believe Wells Fargo closed the account.
Okay, and when do you believe they did that?
Around the time of the Chapter 13 filing. I don't have the exact date.
But you never.
I believe that they were listed. I think they were listed as a creditor that I like $218 or something.
Okay, well, they might have been listed as a creditor, but you never listed the account as having been closed within 1 year prior to the bankruptcy. Oops. Why not?
Because she wants to hide
because I didn't close it. I believe they did.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
She
matter.
wants to hide it. What other explanation is there? Accounts that we're not disclosing? Getting overdrawn, allegedly? What are we hiding? How many more are we hiding? Are we hiding them in offshore accounts? Inquiring minds want to know.
You were required, let me just tell you, you were required to disclose, let's see, I can give you the exact wording. Within 1 year before the bankruptcy, were any financial accounts held in your name or for your benefit closed, sold, moved, or transferred? It doesn't say did you, it say were any accounts closed? And you did not disclose the Wells Fargo account, correct?
Oops.
Correct.
And that's a false statement because there was an account that was closed in your name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that right?
Yes, yeah. Again, I never got any notification that they had closed it or anything like that, but whatever you say.
Sure. Lazy liar.
All right, so you paid between May of 2025 and May of 2026, you made $21,000 of payments to your daughter, Sarah, correct?
Uh-huh.
And yes, I need an actual answer, no noises.
Yes.
Okay, so can you tell me what was the purpose of those payments?
Those payments were made, they were reimbursements to her. She is a co-signer on our mortgage, and she had advanced her own funds to keep our HELOC, our basic utilities, and our life insurance, and in some cases food costs paid because we were strapped for cash.
She's stupid. Stupid for giving parents money. Stupid for co-signing. Yeah, a bunch of stupid people.
Okay.
And so once we had leased out the pony,
let me ask you. Can I ask you something? You paid $21,000 to your daughter. Why didn't you take that money and pay it over to the mortgage to prevent the foreclosure?
Yeah, why not?
Because it wouldn't have done anything to prevent the foreclosure.
It wasn't enough. We needed a bigger chunk of money, the size of a GoFundMe that we squandered elsewhere.
Well, it sounds like you're just accepting that there's going to be a foreclosure. Is that fair to say? Because you're not doing anything to try to fix it by paying it.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We're not accepting that there's going to be a foreclosure.
We're in denial that it's going to be foreclosed. We're going to fight this every which way we can and commit whatever fraud we can to keep our damn house for free, in my opinion.
But as I say, it was clear from the statements that, from the communication that we had received from the servicer, that $20,000 was not going to be enough to prevent the foreclosure. So it wouldn't have done anything. And
you keep saying that, but if you add up all these amounts, then maybe it would have done something. I mean, you decided to pay your daughter instead of the mortgage on your home that's now in foreclosure. I mean, that's what you did, right?
Reach it, Queen Jennifer.
No,
Reach it.
she was a lifeline, and she was a co-signer on that. And she had made some HELOC payments you know, and that was to, you know, help us with the mortgage as well. And she had advanced her own money, and as I say, that she had been.
I understand why you did it. I understand what you're saying, but the fact of the matter is, you chose to pay over $20,000 to your daughter instead of paying that money over to the mortgagee on the home. You made that choice, correct?
We were.
I'm not asking. I need a yes or no answer. Is that the choice you made? It wasn't a choice that was foisted upon you by someone else. You chose to pay your daughter instead of the mortgage directly, correct? You made that choice. I'm asking you, did you make that choice? Yes or no? No, it's a yes or no question, Ms. Naylor. What did you or did you not make the decision to pay your daughter to reimburse her instead of pay the mortgage on your home?
That wouldn't have paid the mortgage on.
I'm not asking that. I'm not asking that. I'm asking you chose, did you not, to pay your daughter to reimburse her over $20,000 of money instead of paying that money to the mortgage fee? Is that right? That's what you did. Just admit that that's what you did, because I don't know how you deny that you made that choice, because that's what you did, correct?
Tap dance.
Yes.
Okay.
But again,
there you go. I don't want to hear the explanation. I don't need an explanation. I just wanted you to acknowledge that that's what you did.
Queen Jennifer is done.
All right. I don't think. There's a couple of questions, little questions, but I do think we're going to have you come in for a deposition, because I can't have you. You sent me a document that says accounting of GoFundMe funds, and you acknowledge that you sent that to me, right?
Right.
And now you're claiming that you think it was supposed to be an accounting of how all of your money was expended over the 18-month period from January 1st of 2025 through June. That's what you're saying that you intended the accounting to be?
My understanding was that the judge had talked about GoFundMe and that you had talked about GoFundMe as well, but you had brought up these other issues, and the judge did not clarify whether she only had wanted the GoFundMe information. So I wanted to be very transparent and to leave no questions unanswered.
Okay, but the bottom line is you provided me with a document that you titled Accounting of GoFundMe Funds, right?
Correct.
Okay. And I
see stupid people. These are very stupid people.
Read that to mean that you were going to be, that what you provided me was an itemization of how you specifically used the $132,000 GoFundMe monies that you received. That's how I interpreted it. Is that wrong that I interpreted it like that?
No.
Okay, so what you provided me shows how you used the money, the $132,000 of GoFundMe funds, correct?
Correct.
And then if you look at it, you say that the total of GoFundMe funds was about $132,000, and you actually give me an itemization of expenditures totaling about $144,000, right?
Uh-huh.
Is that correct? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so are you now telling me that you're admitting that what you gave me, the $144,000 of itemized expenditures, was what you claim the GoFundMe funds were used for? Is that what you're saying?
There wasn't $144,000 coming into the GoFundMe, so that the $144,000 in expenditures had obviously included other money that had come into our account from pension and Social Security, and was not just GoFundMe.
Okay. So why did you give me an itemization of expenditures that totaled $144,000? Why didn't you give me an itemization of expenditures that totaled the amount of the GoFundMe funds?
I'm so sorry. Could you start it again? I accidentally hit the button that muted you on
Sure.
my phone.
I'm asking, why did you give me an itemization of expenditures that totaled $144,000 and not just give me an itemization of expenditures that corresponded to the total GoFundMe funds?
Because I wanted to be very transparent and show you everything that had come in and gone out in that time period.
Okay.
You know, like I say, we're talking about more money than the GoFundMe received.
And I understand what you're saying, but I'm going to tell you something after having gone through your bank statements, okay? The spending that you and Mr. Owens expended, the total disbursements out of all of your accounts for the time period from December 27th, 2024 through June 25th, 2026, the total disbursements is over $523,000.
Wow.
Did you know that?
Wow.
That doesn't sound right.
We've burned through $500,000 in that time frame. Sweet baby Jesus.
For a year and a half?
That is, well, you might not think it sounds right, but that's what, all disbursements out of just account 0140.
We spent it all so that we don't have to pay Clayton Eckert $200,000, and we don't have to pay all these attorneys a bunch of money, and we don't have to pay for anything. We're the live free Owenses. We don't pay for anything unless we really want it, and we have no choice. Like Macy's, we have to have clothes. We got to go to Macy's.
Totaled over $523,000. just out of that one account. So you were not trying to give me transparency of all disbursements because you only told me about $144,000.
But we gave you every statement.
Right, but I'm talking about the accounting you gave me. So I'm trying to figure out what it was you were trying to give me with this accounting. You're claiming you weren't You're saying that
we were trying to give you the specific GoFundMe in and the GoFundMe out.
But you gave me but now when I ask you about that, you're pointing out that the itemization of expenditures was $144,000 worth of expenditures, which is more than the $132,000 of GoFundMe funds. So I'm trying to figure out why you would provide me with a list of payments in excess of the GoFundMe funds if you were trying to just account for the GoFundMe funds. I'm trying to figure that out. I don't understand it.
Make the math.
I mean, just to show you if there was the commingling or whatever, that you could clearly see, this was GoFundMe, this came into 0349, this then went to 0140, and then it went to pay X, that you could see what had gone out to pay that month.
Okay, well, I'm telling you that clearly you decided to just pick a selecting number because in that time period that covers this accounting that you gave me, there were actually $523,000 of total disbursements from your account 0140. So you
for a year and a half.
Yeah, but that was the account that covered this accounting that you provided me.
I'm going to say it hasn't, Teresa, because she wants to fight the reality of it going to foreclosure. I mean, she's completely denying that it's going to go to foreclosure. We heard that a little bit earlier. She worries about it, but she thinks she's still got a strategy to keep the house, or at least that's how I interpret what she said. It's very odd. It's very odd. I mean, really, they would be smarter just to jettison the house, start over, resize, downsize. That would piss off Laura. Mommy, I need my horsies outside my back door. You need to go into debt for me. You need to go into bankruptcy for me because I'm your precious Laura. Yeah, it's weird. Very, very weird, these people.
Right. And so if you figure our pension and Social Security.
No. Wait, back up. I don't want to talk about the income. I'm just talking about the fact that you clearly weren't trying to give me a itemization of all of your expenditures in that time period because it was well in excess of $144,000. So to the extent, I understand that I understand, but here's the thing, Mrs. Naylor or Mrs. Owens, if you were going to just try to itemize or correspond the GoFundMe funds and give me an itemization of how those monies were spent,
the casita lifestyle,
you would have given me an itemization of expenditures that totaled the amount of GoFundMe funds, right? I mean, wouldn't that have been the logical thing to do?
Well, yeah.
Okay, but you didn't do that. You didn't do that. Instead, you gave me this random number of expenditures, $144,000. Right? So it was like $12,000 more than what you needed to account for. And now when I asked you about it, you said, well, I wanted to show you all the expenditures during that entire period. But that can't be true because you had, in just one account, there were over $500,000 of disbursements. So I just want you to be clear about what we're talking about here. And I think what we're going to have to do is get you in for a deposition where I can put these documents in front of you, documents that you signed under oath. We talked about, there were clear contradictions between what you said under oath in the Chapter 13 and what you filed on May 22nd in this case, and then what you filed yesterday. Clear contradictions where they just don't jive. And I know you're trying to say, well, I didn't understand that, but it was the same exact forms and you have totally different answers. So clearly without you sitting in front of me with those documents in front of you, I'm not going to be able to fully and properly examine you on these things. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to do a Rule 2004 exam. I will send that out and I'm going to ask for additional documentation from you about some of the things we talked about today.
I don't know how it works because I don't work in bankruptcy. I don't work in mortgages or any of that nonsense, but I think that's going to be really difficult for them to get accommodation for alleged violations. I mean, it's her going full Karen, making up a bunch of crap about probably what's not fair about the numbers of something and how it all adds up. And we're probably going to manufacture, well, we sent payments. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. I'm just making stuff up. But it's curious. I would love to see some of those documents, what we're alleging and what we're claiming to the servicers of all of these mortgages and HELOCs. Very curious.
So I guess since you're on the line and we're going to conclude the 341, why don't you give me an idea? I mean, we have this hearing on, when is the hearing in this case?
My understanding was that the next hearing, the dismissal hearing on August the 6th.
August the 6th. Okay. That's right. So
and you mentioned something on the 27th. And
I'm sorry, I was incorrect about that. Yeah, I was incorrect. Sorry. All right. So
okay.
It is now the 16th. Can you tell me what your availability is to come into my office face-to-face and do a deposition, like over the next few weeks?
Let me go and get my calendar. Can you hang on?
Actually, you know what? That's fine. I thought you might know it. Why don't we do this? We will conclude this matter, and then you can send me an email and tell me precisely the dates that you're available, and we can go from there. And I'll set it. But I'll have to file my Rule 2004 request.
Okay.
All right. So I think that's it. I mean, there's no creditors on the line, so I am going to conclude this matter, and we will go off the record. And I will wait to hear from you by email about when we can set up your deposition. Okay.
Okay, how long do those usually take, and what date would you like to have it done by?
I think it would be better to have it before the continued hearing. So if we can do it before August 6th, that would be best. So that's number one. Number two, the length of these often depends upon the cooperation of the witness, and the witness being candid and forthright. When witnesses try to be evasive and explain away things without answering straightforward questions, typically they are longer, sort of like this 341 meeting. So I'd like to, have you come in, and then we can just kind of go through the documents. I'll have them right in front of you, and then we can try to get to the bottom of this. And, at some point, Ms. Naylor and Mr. Owens, you're going to have to acknowledge that there were false statements made. I know you want to try to explain away the false statements, but we know by looking at your various pleadings filed under oath, you can't deny that you previously made false statements under oath. I mean, is that fair to say that you have to admit that there were false statements under oath in your prior pleadings? Will you at least admit that?
Perjury traps.
Oh, yes. I mean, as I say, a lot of this was lack of understanding, or what was actually being asked and what was necessary to file.
Okay. So, but the problem with that explanation is that you had an attorney assisting you in the Chapter 13. So that doesn't really work for the Chapter 13 omissions.
It was a very brief,
Okay, so we'll just leave it at that, and I'll delve into that further at the deposition. We will conclude this matter and go off the record.
But not really.
Okay, I'm off the record, and thank you very much. And I'll wait to hear from you so that we can schedule your exam.
Okay, but just the one thing, I mean, should we plan on like an hour, 2 hours?
Oh, I would set aside 8 hours, because that's what I'm allowed to do.
8 hours?
Well, that's, like I said, Ms. Naylor, it's all going to be dependent upon how you answer questions, right? If you take up a lot of time, pontificating and going off on tangents, then it's going to be long. If you want it, when I ask you a yes or no question and you answer it sincerely and just answer the questions as I ask them, then it'll go quicker. But I am entitled to examine you for up to 8 hours.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I think my phone may be about to die here.
All right. Well, we're off the record and we're concluding this matter. So I'll wait to hear from you for dates that you're available.
Understand one other thing, please. Some of the answers that I was also trying to give were to, appease the crowd on the line so that they were...
Appease the crowd on the line, stupid bitch. Don't you know what you're doing? No, of course not. Of course not. Let's make up answers to appease the crowd. Let's play to the crowd. I need to give very careful answers so the crowd isn't looking into us more. Oh no, in this very public case, our very public multiple bankruptcy filings, and our prosecuted daughter who's slowly becoming a criminal mastermind or some such rot like that. I don't really know. But we don't want the public to know what's really going on, so I have to couch my answers. So I hope you know that, and I hope, Queen Jennifer, you don't hold any ill will against me for making up a bunch of bullshit for the other people who might be listening to this and then talking about it on YouTube and social media. The schmear campaign. Oh, let's get Jan some bagels for her schmear. She needs some bagels, guys. We need not breadsticks. We need a bagel campaign to go with the schmear. For poor Jan Black Elizabeth Ann Naylor Owens. We do. You got to spread it on something. And, there's enough horse shit, but there's already enough horse shit around the house, so we don't need to do that with these people. Let's finish this off. We're there. Let's get this done.
Well, that shouldn't color. Your testimony should just be truthful and forthright, and you shouldn't be trying to change what you say or how you testify based on how people perceive it. So that's not really a good excuse for some of the evasiveness I saw here today. I think that one thing I do want to point out is that since you still have that GoFundMe up, you have to understand that while you're in this bankruptcy case, all of those funds become part of the bankruptcy estate. So you cannot, you really have to understand that once you filed this bankruptcy petition, you opened up yourself to the entire, mandate of the bankruptcy code and the procedures that you have to follow, right? You can't just file a bankruptcy to stop a foreclosure and then do whatever you want. So you have this GoFundMe. If you have funds coming in, those all need to be set aside, and you shouldn't be paying any creditors. You shouldn't be paying anything that is not a necessary living expense for just you and your husband. Do you understand? Great. Did you hear what I said, ma'am?
I did.
Okay. So I want you to be mindful, because if the case gets converted to Chapter 7, any funds that came in while this case was in Chapter 11 will have to be turned over to the Chapter 7 trustee. Okay?
Wow.
I can't understand you. You sound like you're in a tunnel.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I can't really hear you. Nope.
I'm sorry. All of the funds were gone a year and a half ago.
Well, I'm just talking. Yeah, I'm talking about the fact that the GoFundMe page is still up, so you still might be getting.
Let's argue about it more. Let's argue about it more. We're off to a record. Let's argue about it more. How all the funds are gone, and it shouldn't count that we spent all those funds the second they came in. Jesus Christ.
And I can see, just anybody in the public can see who's donating and when. So, you know, if there's money that still comes in, I don't know if people are still donating. If they are, I'm just telling you that money that's coming in from that source, you need to make sure that every dollar that you have.
It's a convenient excuse. My phone's dying. Goodbye. It's a very convenient excuse.
Of income into your account needs to be accounted for, because you're in bankruptcy now. I just want you to be aware of that. Okay?
Right. So you're saying it might be smart to just close the GoFundMe and then not leave it up there?
I think that's for you to decide. I can't tell you what to do, but I'm a little confused as to why you still have it up when you said you said that it was to get yourself out of debt, so you didn't have to file bankruptcy, but yet you're in bankruptcy anyway. So it seems like it doesn't seem to align with what your stated purpose of the GoFundMe was, but that's for you to decide.
Right. Okay. So just so that I know, when we do the other hearing, what specific areas are you wanting to further explore?
Well, clearly we need to sit down with and look at the schedules you filed in the Chapter 13, the schedules you filed originally in this case, and then the schedules that were docketed yesterday. And we need to go through them. We're going to go through them line by line, and you're going to see, I want you to see the stark difference in the testimony under oath, because it's pretty apparent to me that you made false statements under oath.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's just assume, for the sake of argument, that the current amendment filed yesterday is the truth and nothing but the truth. Well, then your prior statements were clearly false. So that's number one. I need to go through those. And I need to go through the accounting with you, because it just doesn't make sense. You know, you were ordered by the court to give me an accounting. It's not even like I asked for it. The court ordered this on the court's own decision. And yet you gave me something that I thought I could rely on. And then today you were kind of all over the place, not really admitting that what you gave me was a true accounting of how you expended the GoFundMe money. So I need to delve into that, because I'm not sure what purpose that was, that you gave me that document if I couldn't rely on it to constitute an accounting of how you spent the GoFundMe money. And clearly I can't, because one of the items was the Macy's, and you're saying that, no, that was not part of how we used the GoFundMe money, but that's what your accounting says.
Right. But and again, like I say, I was just trying to be able to say that, look, this money had gone out, and yeah.
Well, I don't know what you were doing, but it's clear that this lacks any reliability, because you're not standing by what it is titled. You're calling it an accounting of GoFundMe funds, but now you're saying that's not what it is. So I don't, that's a little bit frustrating. So I guess what I would ask, and I will inform the court if this isn't done, I would ask that you fix this and give me a proper accounting of exactly how the $132,528.36 of GoFundMe funds was expended.
Okay. But again, just for my own information, I mean, please understand, I'm not trying.
I don't understand. Who does that sound like, but without the screamy, emotional, whiny bitchiness? Does it sound familiar? Should.
Going to be contrary or anything like that. But since this was spent long before we filed the Chapter 13, and long before we filed the Chapter 11, I don't understand why the GoFundMe, is pertinent at this point.
Okay, I understand that you don't understand. I don't know what to tell you about that. It is. I just don't know what to tell you about that. I mean, it's relevant. One of the things that actually concerns me is that you misappropriated GoFundMe funds and misled donors, and that opens yourself up to potential claims. So we have to know whether or not the creditor class.
Oh, please, let's bring some claims with GoFundMe stuff, please, pretty please. Along with the judge dismissing this and rolling it over into a Chapter 7. Pretty please. Can we manifest? Let's manifest.
Whether you've properly identified all potential creditors. Because
in what sense? I mean, again, please, understand, I'm really not trying to be confrontational here. I really don't.
I understand you don't understand, but I think, and maybe for a minute, just think about this. If you look at the posting on the GoFundMe, there's a suggestion that there are funds needed for medical expenses and because you're having financial troubles. And I think that it would be fair to assume, most reasonable people would assume that funds would then be used for paying bills that are necessary for your day-to-day living, paying for food, utilities, phone, groceries, medical things, I don't think it's reasonable to assume that donors would know or expect that GoFundMe money is being used to pay Macy's credit card bills. I don't think so. And I don't think it's reasonable for people who give money through GoFundMe to think that their money is being used to fund life insurance or ADT home security systems. I think that is something I need to explore because, like I said, there's a potential claim out there, and we need to see the extent to which your schedules are accurate in terms of disclosing all potential claimants against you and Mr. Owens. That's just one.
But again, with regard to, like I say, the ADT thing, we have had death threats against us.
Well, that doesn't sound like that comes from the medical issues. It sounds like that might relate to what you call your smear campaign. And that's fine. You might feel like that's necessary. But my point, Ms. Naylor, is that I don't think it's reasonable to put out a call on GoFundMe that talks about your husband's medical ailments and then use that for home security system. That doesn't seem to be the kind of necessity. I mean, you said yourself in the accounting you gave me, you said itemized list of necessities. That's what you referred to it as. And I think it's a bit of a stretch to say that Macy's is a necessity, that life insurance is a necessity, that ADT home is a necessity. I mean, that just goes beyond what I think is reasonable.
Well, the ADT thing also with regard to the medical alert, there's sweetie, please don't stand up.
Ronnie, sweetie, please don't stand up. I don't want to have to catch you on the phone with Jennifer. Oh no.
I understand that you're trying to explain it, but it doesn't make sense to me. So, you're not addressing the Macy's or the life insurance. So the bottom line is that the judge wanted you to give me an accounting of the GoFundMe funds. She ordered it. So I feel that based on the court's order for that document, it is my obligation as a trial attorney for the U.S. trustee to fully examine the accounting. And that's what I was trying to do, but I was stopped because I was not able to fully examine it with you because you're basically denying what it is that you provided to me was an actual itemization of how you used the GoFundMe money. So we're going to have to get to the bottom of that in a setting where I can put in front of you your own documents, and then you could say, well, you're saying that, I don't see it. Well, we won't have that problem if you're in here and I'm putting papers in front of you. So, I mean, that's the best I can offer you in terms of an explanation as to why the GoFundMe is relevant. I mean, clearly the judge thought it was relevant. So if I were you, I would not question it anymore because the judge thought it was relevant enough to order that you provide me an accounting. Okay? Okay, Ms. Naylor?
And she's gone. Goodbye.
I'm not hearing anything in response. Okay. I'm assuming that you hung up.
I think your phone died.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's it. Then I'm going to hang up. Thank you all for joining us.
And that's that, folks. My God. Oh, Lord. Spare me the craziness of crazy people. Oh, I got to push buttons. There we go. Nope, that's not the right button. There we go. That's better. And that's how it ends. That's how it ends. And we thank again all the best research and timelines for accumulating that and others who've worked on these sorts of things. Schnitzel, of course, has this as well. If you haven't had enough of this and you want to hear it without my yapping and those of my wonderful guests, you can go to either of them, Schnitzel or ATB, and you can listen to it however fast or however slow you want and get it again. That's the beauty of technology. My takeaway is this, despite what we said in the midst of things. They're in a big heap of shit dung trouble. Yeah. Because all that was on the record. They were under oath. I don't care who you like talking about your shit, especially your public stuff on the interwebs in your smear campaign, but you start coloring your responses to be anything but truthful while you're under oath with the Department of Justice breathing down your neck, you're going to be in a big heap of dog shit and horse shit or cow shit, whatever your regional equivalent might actually be. I hope a few things come out of this. I hope the judge gets pissed off more than Queen Jennifer. I hope we deny the dismissal. And I hope we roll it over into a Chapter 7 and we start seeing some clawbacks. Because in my opinion, that's what I think needs to happen here. I don't think they should just be, turned loose. Oh, you can't file for a year. You're not allowed to file bankruptcy for a year. That was not a slap on the hand. That was an escape clause for them. That's what they're hoping for. That's what she said she wanted. This whole gambit of, well, we'll file bankruptcy to avoid losing the house for reasons that are curious to me, especially when we're underwater on it. Yeah. And we've got arrearages. It's bizarre. We keep saying Lots of us keep saying, you can't rationalize your way through this thing because these are not rational people. And even Einstein said, doing the same experiment without changing any variables, shall we add, doing the same experiment over and over, expecting different results is insanity. And these people are a textbook case of said colloquial insanity because that's all they've got. I mean, that's the bubble. That's the little insular bubble they've built for themselves that they've lived in for decades. Oh, we're the Owenses. Oh, we're special. We should be taken care of by the public. We don't pay our bills. We don't pay our mortgages. We just move things around. We move whenever we're like locusts. We're the Owenses locusts. Whenever we burn our bridges, we just go somewhere else and do it again until we have to move again and again and again and again. But one thing we do know, someone's really hoping for some life insurance money. Someone's really hoping for life insurance money. And I think it's because it's a really big life insurance policy. One that would make maybe not all of their problems go away, but a lot of them go away. Just kind of pay some things off in wholesale. We also know that Sister Sarah's involved. She's involved in the money moving in some capacity, as we've heard in the in what Queen Jennifer seemed to have dug up. Tens of thousands of dollars being moved around. How many of those tens of thousands of dollars that we can't seem to account for are still sitting around in, I don't know, cashier's checks and a safe deposit box somewhere? We don't know. We don't know. There's so many things. And it's going to take a lot of dunging out by the DOJ, I think. And that 2004 hearing is going to be something else that, sadly, we're not going to get to hear, but hopefully by the time we get to the August hearing in front of the Judge Wansley, we'll get a little nibble of what actually took place there. Is mom and dad still, mom. Ron's just a useful idiot at this point. We keep him around because he's still earning a pension. And it's only after we get his life insurance policy that we'll bury him. That seems to be the direction. At least that's my opinion of things. It's a mess. It's an absolute mess. These are gold-digging women. Almost all of them. At least two of them. And this whole gambit demonstrates to us that Mommy Dearest, Elizabeth Ann Naylor Owens, doing business as Jan Black, she certainly seems to be the ringleader of all the scheming and plotting when it's not Laura or maybe Sarah. I don't know. It's hard to say who all the scheming and plotting. They might all contribute a piece. We don't know that either. So many things we don't know, but yet so many little tantalizing, teasing little bits that there's a lot going on here. And eventually, I think we'll see poor Christian Looters packing his bags. And some other poor defense attorney, some public defender is going to end up taking over Laura's case. And then we'll see more shenanigans. Because the shenanigans won't end until the system, the cycles of things they like to weaponize and abuse are broken. They can't use them as tools and they can't use them as weapons. But it gives us plenty of fodder. At least, I don't know, maybe for a couple more years, I think. Possibly, potentially. I'll use LY words because I'm not sure. We don't know how long this will go on for. We know, well, it appears. It appears that we'll at least be getting a continuance, most likely, with the criminal trial. So that'll be moved at least once. Probably a couple more several times, if I had to guess, as criminal trials go. Unless she does take a plea deal, but again, despite what we read in that first document early on at the beginning, I wouldn't hold my breath. I wouldn't. And on that note, folks, I am turning into a pumpkin and I'm going to bounce. It is my bedtime. It should be your bedtime too, unless you live in Tomorrowland, in which case, good morning and have a pleasant day. So next time, I don't know what we'll talk about next. Maybe it'll be Lego Day next time we talk about it. But until then, folks, good night, good evening, goodbye, all those things. Or as Jeep Daddy likes to say, bye!